Viewers, as you see the match confirmation, the 2027 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, Cambodia taking on Sri Lanka, live from the Olympic Stadium in Cambodia at local time 7 p.m. in Cambodia. And as you see on your screens, both teams prepping up, and slowly and steadily fans gathering here at the stadium for this important clash between Cambodia and Sri Lanka, the second leg of this AFC Asian Cup qualifiers 2024. And just before that, we have some wishes for the team, and we would like to show you some clips of that.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහ කාම්බෝඩියාව අතර ලංකා වේලාවෙන් හවස 5:00ට දෙවන අධීරයේ තරගය පැවැත්වෙනවා. පළවෙනි අධීරයේ තරගයේ ඉතා දක්ෂ ලෙස ක්‍රීඩා කර ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපන්දු කණ්ඩායම අවුරුදු ගානකට පස්සේ මම හිතනවා මෙම තරගයේ අපි ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න අපිට ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය ලැබෙන්න ඕනි කියලා මම හදවතින්ම ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජාතික පාපන්දු කණ්ඩායමට සුබ පතනවා.
කැප්ටන් සුජාන් අයියා ඇතුළු කණ්ඩායමේ සියලු ක්‍රීඩකයින්ට හදවතින්ම සුබ පතනවා. ලංකාවට වෙනසක් කළා ජයග්‍රහණයක් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අරගෙන එයි කියලා. ඉතින් ජයග්‍රහණය අරගෙන අනිවාර්යෙන් මෙන්න අපි බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இலங்கை ஆண்கள் உதைபந்தாட்ட அணி கம்போடியா சென்று அவர்களது விளையாட இருக்கின்ற போட்டியிலும் அவர்கள் வெற்றி வாகையுடன் திரும்பி வருவதற்கு எமது மகளிர் அணி சார்பாக பாராட்டுகளையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதில் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
All the best our national team for the Cambodia match. We know you will make us proud.
ආසියානු කුසලානේ මූලික තේරීම් තරග මාලාවේ ප්‍රථම තරගය ලංකාවේ ගිය සතියේ අවසන් වුණා ජය පරාජයෙන් තොරව. ඒකේ දෙවනි තරගය පැවැත්වෙනවා. ඒ තරගය ජයග්‍රහණය කර මෙම තරගාවලිය ඉදිරියට යාමට අපගේ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමට සියලුම ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය ලැබේවා කියලා මම එකසිතින් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support you.
We support you.
We support Sri Lanka.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன். We support you.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka. We support you.
We support you.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
We support you.
We support you.
We support you.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
We support you.
We support Sri Lanka.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support you.
අප ඔබ සමගයි.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka.
We support you.
We support you.
We support Sri Lanka.
We support Sri Lanka.
ජාතික පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් විදිහටත් තාක්ෂණික අංශයේ නිලධාරියෙකු විදිහටත් ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙකු විදිහටත් හදවතින්ම සුබ වතනවා. ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායමට සාර්ථක ප්‍රතිඵලයක් ලංකාවට අත්පත් කර ගැනීමට හැකියාව ලැබේ කියා FIFA රෑන්කින් වල අපි ඉදිරියට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒක තමයි අපේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෝ සියලු දෙනාගේම බලාපොරොත්තුව. ජයම ලැබේවයි කියලා මම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා හදවතින්.
It was an interesting story when I met FIFA President Gianni Infantino at the Asian Cup finals in Doha, Qatar, a couple of months back. We were inspired by the idea of the FIFA series for the countries who need some international friendlies, cross confederations. And then FIFA president said, look, why don't you host one of the series, and we gladly grabbed it. So that's how the process started. It was a fantastic opportunity for us, and it was a fantastic event that we can host here. Of course, it's a pilot project, but I'm sure that it's going to be one of the glamorous and most sought after FIFA competitions time to come. We have been looked after by various departments from FIFA from top to bottom. And thank you for Gianni Infantino, FIFA president. I mean, he was instrumental to initiate this support for us. Whatever we need as a country, as a developing country in Sri Lanka, of course, we have received A to Z, all the support from FIFA. So thank you, FIFA. Well, I would say FIFA series is one of the milestone towards development in the lower ranked countries. It's a great opportunity for countries which needs more friendly, more cross-continental competitions or friendlies. I believe FIFA will continue this, and we urge all the countries, all the member associations to support this in every even year, to take this FIFA series forward with much more elevated standard, much more financial support, much more commercial support. So this is a series which definitely need to continue. I believe FIFA will work on this.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහ කාම්බෝඩියාව අතර ලංකා වේලාවෙන් හවස 5:00ට දෙවන අධීරයේ තරගය පැවැත්වෙනවා. පළවෙනි අධීරයේ තරගයේ ඉතා දක්ෂ ලෙස ක්‍රීඩා කරා ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපන්දු කණ්ඩායම අවුරුදු ගානකට පස්සේ මම හිතනවා මෙම තරගයේ අපි ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න අපිට ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය ලැබෙන්න ඕනි කියලා මම හදවතින්ම ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජාතික පාපන්දු කණ්ඩායමට සුබ පතනවා.
කැප්ටන් සුජාන් අයියා ඇතුළු කණ්ඩායමේ සියලු ක්‍රීඩකයින්ට හදවතින්ම සුබ පතනවා. ලංකාවට වෙනසක් කළා ජයග්‍රහණයක් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අරගෙන එයි කියලා. ඉතින් ජයග්‍රහණය අරගෙන අනිවාර්යෙන් මෙන්න අපි බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இலங்கை ஆண்கள் உதைபந்தாட்ட அணி கம்போடியா சென்று அவர்களது விளையாட இருக்கின்ற போட்டியிலும் அவர்கள் வெற்றி வாகையுடன் திரும்பி வருவதற்கு எமது மகளிர் அணி சார்பாக பாராட்டுகளையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதில் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
All the best our national team for the Cambodia match. We know you will make us proud.
Heartfelt well wishes coming in from the Sri Lanka fraternity here in Colombo. Plenty of well wishes for the team ahead of this all-important clash against Cambodia. And take you through the game, I have Muad Razik. A very good evening to you, Muad.
Good evening, Reshwan. It's wonderful to share the combox with a player who has played the game, of course, proud Josephine, you are, and playing the game, you must be feeling enthralled by bringing you the live action from all the way in the game between Sri Lanka versus Cambodia in the Cambodian capital of Phnom Penh, and it's a historic city and a historic game for both the teams as well, because Sri Lanka going all guns blazing with a newly rejuvenated, lot of fresh blood in the Sri Lankan unit. So the Sri Lankans will be eyeing for victory after that 0-0 game with all the attacking in the world. However, as you can see, beautiful pictures inside the Cambodian dressing room. They are playing at home, and they will be looking to go all in against a strong Sri Lankan outfit. And Rishwan, here's the Cambodian team coming into the field. So that will be really interesting to see today what will go down.
Indeed, Muad. And just before that, we have the Cambodian head coach Felix Dalmas, who had a word with us.
Hello, sir. How are you? I'm doing good. Very good. Yeah, excited for this game. So our preparation has been very good. It's not easy to go play away and then come back. It was a long flight, especially over there. We played at 3:30. It was hot. The field was heavy, and they have a lot of European players. So now we know a little bit more about their team, and we know what we can do, and we're at home, and it's different to play at home with our people and with our energy and with our past and our future here. So excited for this challenge. I think it's very valuable what the team has done, but like I said before, it's 180 minutes. So what we do here next will give value to all the effort that we put in before.
Do you expect to penalty shootout, or you want to finish in 90 minutes?
To be honest with you, we made it to the penalties on the SEA Games. We made it to the penalties on AFC. So I want to finish the game before the penalties with our team on top. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. Good luck for this match. Thank you.
Okay. And thank you so much for the people for supporting us, the people that are with us. It's a big boost of energy and positivity, and believe it, that the players get really influenced by your messages and your support. So whatever happens today, keep supporting the players, keep supporting the shirt, keep supporting the colors.
Plenty of expectation for Argentinian head coach, Argentinian Felix Dalmas, 36-year-old, who is overlooking this Cambodian team. And as you see, the visitors' changing room, plenty at stake for both the teams. Sri Lanka had plenty of chances to go ahead in that first leg, but all of that should be back of their head, and just focus on the next 90 minutes ahead of them. As you see, plenty of stakeholder names now in the Sri Lankan football fraternity, likes of skipper as well. And before that, we will have a word with Sri Lankan head coach Abdullah Al-Mutari, the Kuwaiti nationality, the interim head coach for Sri Lanka for these couple of games.
We have the great mentality today, and we need to continue on this. We have the leading in the first match, so we need to show it we can leading also in this match. So I think the last match they losing Tyler, he didn't play, so Tyler now is ready. I think he will play. So we need to take care of Tyler, because I believe 70% of Cambodia attacks will be from Tyler's side, right or left. So we work already for this, but you know, sometimes the mistakes come. So we hope the mistakes be in our favor. So I hope all the best for Cambodia and Sri Lanka, sure. But I will be more happy if Sri Lanka win, inshallah.
Okay, thank you. Good luck for this match.
Wise words coming in from the Sri Lankan head coach Abdullah Al-Mutari, the 42-year-old Kuwaiti national.
And the best thing is, Reshwan, for Sri Lanka, I think the Lankan lads have found that lost, that firepower, because the head coach of Sri Lanka, the interim head coach Al-Mutari, is a man. I remember you telling me this earlier. When he took over the job role of the head coach of Nepal in 2021, he said that he will take Nepal to a SAF championship, and just like he said, they went on to their first SAF championship in their history in Nepal, and eventually lost to India, of course, the biggest guns in the South Asian region. So that's what this coach brings in to the Sri Lankan outfit, who look to do big and better with some really good players in their ranks. You cannot write off Cambodia. Of course, they are playing at home, and we saw how well their defense is in Colombo last Thursday at the Colombo Racecourse, and here at Phnom Penh, the historic capital of Cambodia. Like you can see, it's just all blue and red, and wow, we see a lion flag as well. That's beautiful to see amidst a swarm of Cambodian supporters, the lion flag up in their beautiful scenes there in the capital, Reshwan.
Indeed, Muad. A big game coming up, and well and surely the atmosphere building up ahead of the national anthems as well. Sri Lanka will have to get things right, and Cambodia playing at home, they can be quite the threat ahead of the visitors. Cambodia have 5 changes in their starting 11 from that first leg in Colombo. Their skipper as well, who wore the captain armband in that first leg, has made way. And the skipper for today's game is Yudi Ugawa in the number 6 jersey. And on the other hand, the visitors, Sri Lanka, have made just one solitary change in bringing in experienced Wasim Razik in place of Sam Durrant, who was by far the best player on that day in that first leg in Colombo.
And also we have the man to remember, Virek Dara, the goalkeeper, arguably the man of the match of the day for the Cambodians, especially because he put his body in line, Rishwan, and yes, we go for the Sri Lankan national anthem.
And now, the national anthem of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
សូមអញ្ជើញគោរពទង់ជាតិនៃព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជា
Pre-game anthems are done and dusted. It's all to play for now. As both teams having their pre-match handshakes between the two 11s. Important game. Sri Lankans in white and the home team Cambodia in blue.
Rishwan, the last time Sri Lanka recorded a victory was quite a while ago against Bhutan, 6 months ago, when Sri Lanka, Papua New Guinea and Bhutan met at a friendly in Colombo. And here's the Cambodian lineup, starting off with the talismanic goalkeeper Virek Dara, Hikaru Mizono, Khan Mo, Yudai Ogawa, Lim Poisot, Nen Sosidan, Dong Nicholas Taylor, Saret Kra, Min Ratanak, Kim Sokyut, and we apologize from our viewers if we got the pronunciations wrong from the Cambodians, and yet again we have Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka's starting goalkeeper Sujan Pereira with the captain's armband as well. Arjun Rajendran, Wade Decker, Oliver Kelleher, James, Leon Pereira, Wasim Razik. The only change in this playing 11 for Sri Lanka in Claudius Matthias, Jack Hingett, Adhavan Rajamohan and Jason Tharapam will be the playing 11 for this game. And the match officials, as you see, Najir Akar from Uzbekistan, and his assistant referees as well from Uzbekistan. So
and also, Rishwan, in the Colombo leg we had 3 UAE match officials and another Palestinian official, and this time around we have 3 from Uzbekistan, with the main referee also from Uzbekistan, as well as the 2 assistant referees. There's skipper Sujan Pereira with a nice one last moment A smile, a cheeky move there. He will be very confident with all smiles just before kickoff. And yes, I was talking about Sri Lanka's last win came 6 months ago against Bhutan, and they drew against Papua New Guinea. But however, in their last game in Colombo, it was 0-0, and also against Brunei Darussalam a few months ago, it was a loss for Sri Lanka. And here's Abdullah Al Muteri, the Kuwaiti national interim head coach for Sri Lanka, who is trying to bring in a lot of change for the Lankans. Felix Augustine Dalmas, the head coach for Cambodia, Argentine origin, has also brought a lot of vigor into the Cambodian outfit. And Reshwan, we have a game on our hands because it's a must-win game for both the teams.
Indeed, Muad, after that 0-0 90 minutes in Colombo last Thursday, the second leg is well poised for a thriller here. The winners will go through, so it's all to play for both teams. As we are just moments away from kickoff, looks like it will be Cambodia who will kick things off, and Cambodian crowd well and surely making their presence felt here. Sri Lankans as well had a good crowd coming on last Thursday at the racecourse grounds, but Sri Lankan forwards just couldn't find finishing touches and get that goal as Cambodia kicked things off for this second leg of this AFC Asian Cup Qualifiers 2027. Beautiful playing field here at the National Olympic Stadium in Cambodia.
According to the released match schedules, Cambodia will be playing Chinese Taipei or Taiwan. That's what they would like to call themselves in the next match next month. But however, we are awaiting the next match schedule for Sri Lanka. But however, here in Cambodia, in Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia, it has been a very interesting affair in the past as well. It's a city with a lot of history, a lot of turmoil, then turned into a prosperous nation. They are trying to become a powerhouse in Asia. The Cambodians, they showed what they can do in Colombo amidst a strong Sri Lankan crowd, and here's an absolutely golden opportunity right in the first minute of the game. Skipper Sujan Pereira, also known as the ball for Sri Lanka, coming in to rescue the Lankans. Reshwan, early threat for the Lankans out here.
So we didn't see much of threat for Sujan back in Colombo, so he will have to adjust himself. Probably Cambodia will go all out attack here and to break this deadlock as cross from the right flank, but well dealt by the Sri Lankan defense. Out down the left flank, Cambodia keeping position well to the penalty area, but Jason Thariappan now with a beautiful clearance header. As a ball played to Jason Kelleher, who just couldn't get to the end of it. Nevertheless, it was Vivek Dara, I think the player of that match in Colombo, Muad. Absolutely saved the visitors, denied Sri Lankan attackers a couple of times.
Got a few blows to his body as well. Lots of work rate put in by that goalie out there. He's wearing the number 21 jersey, Vivek Dara. A great motivation for the Cambodian team as well as any football loving player, and that was the skipper going out for the Cambodians. Here's Cambodia on the charge. They are in the blue jersey, playing from left to right of your screen, and Sri Lankans are with the white jersey, the golden army, Sri Lanka. Rajendran goes to Dayaparan. Dayaparan now goes back to Hingat.
Claudio with that through that long ball trying to catch out Wasim Razik, just too heavy on the occasion. A throw in for the home side Cambodia.
Previously I mentioned Hingat was on the field. Hingat is not in the playing 11, Reshwan. I think that was Leon Pereira I mistook for... yes, I beg your pardon. Yes, Jack Hingat is playing in the number 19 jersey. So that was number 12. It was Leon Pereira with the ball in hand. Here's Wasim Razi going into and through Decker's touch, the ball goes out. That's number 7 on your screen for Sri Lanka. So as all of you know, Sri Lanka coming out with a side with a lot of European experience, playing in many countries across the globe, in the Australian continent as well as in Europe and many other parts of the world. Sri Lanka have had a lot of exposure coming down to this leg. And Reshwan, if you saw last time around in Colombo, there were a lot of water breaks because it was intense heat and humid conditions, and I'm pretty sure this time around in Cambodia it's a game played under lights during night. It is 7:15 in Cambodia right now in the capital city, so it will be much cooler, much calmer than what we saw in Colombo.
It was quite the heat we had that day in Colombo. Had a couple of cooling breaks, one in the first half, one in the second half. You see the replay of that shot on target for Cambodia. But well done from Sujan Pereira. As usual, he's been the trusted man with the gloves for the island nation.
Of course, talking about the island nation, our country right now is buzzing with a lot of sporting action, as we saw last weekend and going on to this week. If it comes to rugby, it's going to be one of the absolute brilliant weekends of rugby this end of this week, as the President's Trophy knockouts is on the way, and we have the football matches happening, and also the test match series about to begin in the middle of the elections as well, New Zealand versus Sri Lanka. So there is going to be a lot of sporting action, a lot of sporting drama about to unfold in the island nation. And here you are witnessing the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers for the 2027 championships that will be played in Saudi Arabia. So Saudi hosting a global scale competition in the Asian sphere after a while, and they will be eyeing this as well because they are a top contender in the world, Reshwan, because they played the World Cup. They beat the mighty Argentinians, the Saudi lads. They are trying to become yet another powerhouse in the global football arena, and Sri Lanka will be eyeing that AFC championships too.
Indeed, Muad, that will be one of the obstacles Sri Lanka would like to reach, because a place being booked in the Asia Cup in 2027 can be quite the achievement for this Sri Lankan outfit. Sri Lanka yet to get a fair bit of position as Kellart plays it through to Sam Decker. Wade Decker rather gives it back to defense as Claudio making some headway. Beautifully done, beats one defender. Good ball to the box as Decker got a shot out of it, but deflected from jersey number 20 Sin Sofant from Cambodia as put that for a corner. So early signs of attack for Sri Lanka. We saw this in the first leg as well, Muad, just couldn't get to the back of the net, Sri Lankan attackers.
My goodness me, that was more than 5 chances, Reshwan, just right on the money, but that last finishing touches were what missing. Here's Jason Thayaparan, a star boy for the Lankans. He is, I beg your pardon, Adavan Rajmohan. Again, he's also a very experienced player. And there you go, the hand of the talismanic goalkeeper coming in, Virek Dara, proving that the Colombo leg was not a farce. He is proving that he is a ball to be penetrated. And Sujan Pereira, on the other hand, also known as the ball for Sri Lanka, the skipper, he has got big competition in Virek Dara.
Indeed, Muad. Sri Lankan attackers, I think the whole Sri Lanka team will have to work hard to get past him. He's been absolutely brilliant with the gloves. It's Cambodia, the hosts. On this right flank, could get that cross out as replacement player from the first leg, Wasim Razik. Only change in the Sri Lankan lineup in the second leg. Came in place for Sam Durrant, who was by far the best player for Sri Lanka in the Colombo leg.
So he played his heart out, and Wasim Razik, of course, no new name for Sri Lanka. He captained the Lankans as well and took home he was remembered for that brilliant comeback against Maldives a few years ago at the Colombo Racecourse, and that was the day he became a hero for the Sri Lankans, and from that day onwards it has always been Wasim Razik who has been a game changer and a fan favourite amongst the Lankans.
Indeed, even last Thursday when he was coming on, there was quite the buzz around the racecourse, because whenever he's on the pitch there's something bound to happen. As soon as he came on, he created a couple of chances, but brilliant work from Virek Dara denied him a couple of times. And it looks like other one, Rajamohan, playing far up, probably trying to create some opportunities. We have seen him playing mostly as a central defensive midfielder, probably opting to playing that central attacking midfielder, the number 10 position, which can be really crucial in a game of football. And the talent of his, he can well and surely play at that position. As foul by Jason down that left flank. Jason as well from a set piece got a beautiful opportunity in that first leg, just couldn't get it back on the net. But nevertheless, all those chances, all those opportunities should be forgotten going into this game for Sri Lanka. As Cambodia with the set piece here.
That's the skipper, Uday Ogawa, number 6. He's marshalling his teams today at home soil. That will be a big challenge, probably one of the biggest challenges in his footballing career, because they know it is Sri Lanka who have had the most number of experience in their backs, playing all across the world in many competitions in Europe and many other spheres like we mentioned earlier. And here we go, Sri Lanka. Beautiful defensive work coming in by Rajamohan there with a header. And there we go, Sri Lanka securing the ball very well and getting an advantage as well. And we see the first yellow card of the game for Hikaru Mizuno of Cambodia. I'm pretty sure, Rishwan, he comes from a Japanese descent, Hikaru. And here you go, the replay. The foul against Sri Lanka's Oliver Kellart.
A couple of fouls, one on Oliver Kellart and then next one on Leon Pereira. Probably a tactical foul from Hikaru Mizuno, that number 2 jersey. As you see, he's been yellow carded. Took one for the team because Sri Lanka just about to launch a counter attack. Sri Lanka with the position, Jason. It out to Claudio, centre defensive partner, to Rajendran. Rajendran back to Sujan Pereira all the way back.
If you remember the Colombo leg, Reshwan, I'm pretty sure our spectators, our viewers will remember. Sujan Pereira had a pretty off day. He was out in the back, and here's a beautiful chance for Sri Lanka with Oliver Kellart with ball in hand. Will he go for a good cross kick? That will be the question. And Sri Lanka, have milked the second corner of the day. And last time around in Colombo, it took more than 50 to 60 minutes for Cambodia to get a corner, because the Cambodians were not given a single corner in the first half. It was all Sri Lanka, and exactly like last time on Thursday, today Sri Lanka with lots of possession and attacking out here. And Rishwan, what will happen from here? That will be the biggest question for the Lankans.
Indeed, Muad, once again it will be Adwan Rajamohan with the corner kick duties for Sri Lanka. Some hanky-panky happening there with Arjun Rajendram and Liam Pisot inside that penalty area.
There was a little bit of bromance in the box, of course. That is always part and parcel of the game. I'm pretty sure you have been part of that as well. A little bit of back chatter.
Again, good delivery from Raja Mohan to that penalty area. The head just too heavy. It was Wasim Rasik got to the ball, but the execution was not right. So a goal kick in favor of the home side, Cambodia. An opportunity for them to build some position. Beautiful stadium in Cambodia, in the capital Muad.
There's lots of open air spaces and it really looks like a modern day Colosseum, and that shows how much the Cambodians love the sport. It's a absolutely brilliant, stunning venue for some good football and great conditions out here.
Pass just too heavy. So Sri Lanka have a throw in. It will be a Jack Hingot plays professional football in the land down under. For if I'm not mistaken, it's the Brisbane Row is where he plays. So plenty of experience behind his back, Muad. A lot will be expected from the likes of Jack Hingot in the back and in attack as well.
Oh yes, they have a lot to prove to the football-loving public of what this Lankan outfit is made of. Because football, end of the day, like we always say, a people's sport. That is where everyone gets together, whatever your background may be. It is where everyone gets together and have a great time. Wherever you are from the world, this game is one thing that unites a global community as one.
Indeed, Muad well said. Sri Lanka have quite the fan base for this game. Always, nevertheless, how the result goes, it's always a pack house wherever you play in Sri Lanka. Fans turn out and they always back the side. And
just a few seconds ago, it was a beautiful passage of play there. A lot of good passing by Sri Lanka, unfortunately giving away that possession. Beautiful passing game under pressure, but yet again that ball possession, giving away and gifting away ball possession to Cambodia has been a pretty negative pointer for the Golden Army, the Lankans.
Indeed, just 16.5 minutes gone on the clock. Both teams have had a fair bit of chances. There's Cambodia once again in attack, but well done by Claudio. Gets it out of arm's way. Looks like it will be a throw-in in favor of the home side. This live coverage is brought to you by a collaboration between Football Sri Lanka and the Papare.
And a really great chance for the football-loving public to catch a glimpse of this live action in the second leg game between Sri Lanka and Cambodia at Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. This is the second leg of the AFC Asian Cup qualifier, the 2027 championship that is to be held in the Gulf nation of Saudi Arabia. So that will be a big global event where Asian giants will meet. And again, it has been a topsy-turvy half. The position changing from side to side with skipper for Cambodia, Yudai Ogawa, going for a deep kick, and it will be Sri Lanka yet again with the ball in position. And Reshwan, this is high time that Sri Lanka, 20 minutes gone, almost 20 minutes gone on our clock. they have to get their act together, because it will be yet again a repeat of the last time Thursday. 0-0, Sri Lanka doing all the hard work but no result at the end.
Yes, Sri Lankan players will have to find their shooting boots and try to grab hold of the opportunities they get, because Cambodia playing at home, they have that crowd backing as well. Sri Lanka will have to grab their chances as Raja Mohan with a beautiful interception, but just couldn't get that ball out. But once again fighting for position is Raja Mohan, playing slightly upfield this game. Sri Lanka defense have been brilliant throughout that first leg as well, and they have bought their A game here as well in this opening 20 minutes or so. Defensive partnership between Jason and Claudio have been one to reckon with. As Jason with that long ball, but Wasim Razik was just too ahead of it.
So there are 3 Uzbekistani match officials today, including the main referee. And like we mentioned earlier, in the first leg we had 3 officials, including the main referee, from the United Arab Emirates or the UAE. So it's interesting. So 3 officials from all 3 from the same country. And are we going to see a card? Well, nope. That will be a free kick for Cambodia in a great prime attacking position.
Indeed, more. It was Jason now, the culprit. A slight push from the back to that number 7 Lim Pisot.
Jason was arguing. He was questioning the referee on what basis that call was given. It was part and parcel of the game. However, here we have the skipper Uday Ogawa, and on your screen the skipper of Sri Lanka, the man behind marshalling these troops, Sujan Pereira, experienced campaigner.
Well, and surely one of the most experienced players in the Sri Lankan outfit.
Probably the most experienced, if I'm not mistaken, Rishwan.
Surely, Moad. A 3-man wall set by Captain Sujan Pereira. And it will be skipper from Cambodia, or the number 10 Susidem Neen. Set pieces can always be tricky with the left foot of Sudem, but over. So not troubling Sujan Pereira once again, the Cambodian attackers. Not the free kick which the home side planned.
And a lot of upward trajectory, almost like a very similar rugby conversion. There a lot of power in that. Went to very upwards. So again, Sri Lanka will do and try to go through this rock solid Cambodian defense to get their first goal on board. Here we go, Sri Lanka. Will they take this chance and maximize it to the best? And wow, Rishwan, we saw, I think almost the foot was on the face of the Sri Lankan player. That was from the number 20, if I'm not mistaken, Sofanat of Cambodia. Beautiful play there. Brave, fearless.
Can I put it that way, Muad? Can be quite risky as well. I would can get you booked, keep you in the pins for the rest of the game.
And folks, if you're joining us right now on the live Sri Lanka's number 1 sports hub, the Papare, this is the AFC Asian Cup Championship Qualifier 2027 for Sri Lanka and Cambodia, played at Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia. The first leg in Colombo Racecourse last Thursday ended in a 0-0 draw, with Sri Lanka doing all the attacking, however failing to get that all-important goal. Come the second leg, right now, live in Cambodia, it is a must-win game for both the teams, with Cambodia playing with a lot of boost from the first leg as they held a strong Sri Lankan team for a 0-0 draw. In fact, Rishwan, last time in the first half, it was all Sri Lanka. And the second half saw Cambodia doing a lot of attacking, and they have brought that fiery element into this game as well. We saw in the start of the first half. Will they go in for a goal? That will be the biggest problem, because Sri Lanka have not let their opponents to score more than 2 goals in the past few games they have played.
Indeed, Muad, the defense have been quite remarkable over the, we can say, 1.5 years as well. They have been intact, causing quite the menace for the opposition attackers. Nevertheless, Cambodia, opportunity for them to break the deadlock. As you can say, they have had far more position than Sri Lanka.
That's arguably the biggest man on the field, number 4, Mo Khan for Cambodia, at the back of the defensive unit. He's a lad, strong lad, and here's Kim Sokyut. He's also a fearless player for the Cambodians, so they will be going all out here, because playing in front of a home crowd and with that support with Cambodia. And on the other hand, Sri Lanka have no pressure, technically speaking. They don't have the home pressure. They have to keep their nerves, calm themselves down, and play according to what they play the best. That is the beautiful attacking game that they always bring in. And that newly found talent will also be useful. And here Sri Lanka almost could have gone for it. However, there's plenty of time on our clock as we inch close towards the 26th minute mark on the second leg game time. There has been less stoppages compared to the first leg we saw. Like you said earlier, we had plenty of cooling breaks in Colombo Racecourse during that hot and humid day. And of course, beautiful pictures live from the Cambodian capital.
Indeed, Muad, but looks quite humid up there as well. But because it's played in the night time, I don't think the players will get a cooling break.
Still, we are all part and parcel of the tropics, so yes, there will be that humid conditions wherever you go in this part of the world. And Cambodia, like we mentioned earlier, playing with a lot of heart and a lot of fire in them, coming from that second half performance against Sri Lanka in the first leg at the Colombo Racecourse, where we saw a newly found rejuvenation for the Cambodians, who played with a lot of vigor and a lot of passion against Sri Lanka, who did. And here's Wasim Razik, the star boy for Sri Lanka. And finally, the finishing touches, Reshwan. That has been the biggest concern again and again. Cambodia, beautiful defensive work. Sri Lanka just found nothing there with all the attacking.
So Sri Lanka will have to talk that through, possibly, and try to break this deadlock, because it's been, if you take it, the whole game, it's 27 minutes passed in this second leg and 90 minutes being played in that first leg, so almost 117 minutes being played without a goal. So that shows how much both the defenses have been putting out quite the menace for the attackers. So biggest question is, who will it be to break the deadlock, as Cambodia down the left flank. A beautiful ball being played, but Jack Hingott did fairly well, but everything's otherwise. He's committed a foul, the fourth foul going against Sri Lanka. It's probably the right call. Just a slight push coming in from Hingat. So set piece and free kick to follow from Cambodia down that left flank, and looks like it will be skipper Yudal Ogawa in that number 6 jersey with his right foot.
Also, big shout out to all the viewers joining us across the island nation and of course across the world. And we have plenty of fans joining us from many corners of the globe who are football lovers, and Sri Lanka, many fans watching us on this Tuesday evening from wherever they are, because this is a crunch game and Sri Lanka showing real intent and beautiful work there. The crowd almost in their feet for the home side. Really great passage of play for the Cambodians, and again Sri Lanka defense on the mark.
Good work coming in from Sri Lanka, but Cambodia as well, a beautifully set piece, but just couldn't get the finishing touches once again. Cambodia still knocking on the door. They have bossed a position in this opening 30 minutes or so. Sri Lanka have had a couple of chances, but not taken, as Cambodia keeping hold of position brilliantly. String of passes. Mokan. Skipper Ogawa gives it out to the booked Hikaru Mizano.
He's a powerful lad, Rishwan. You can see on our screens, he's a very strong lad and unstoppable out there. He milks the corner as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is the first corner of the game for Cambodia after so much of attacking and defending. Side by side, Sri Lanka and Cambodia are tied 0-0, and yes, as you can see on the screen, Sri Lanka 2 corners and the first corner for Cambodia. Cambodia did not get a single corner in the first leg game in the first half. It took them more than 60 minutes to get a corner, and here we go. Sujan Pereira secures the ball, and a little bit of aji-baji going on there. This never happened in the past 100 odd minutes of game time played in Sri Lanka, the first leg. And there you go, the referee, that's a Mokan, giving out a bit of warning. Lots of bromance going on in the field. We hope that will not extend further into the game. It's Thayaparan on your screen, Jason Thayaparan. Rishwan, you know these players come with a lot of experience, and these things do happen and part and parcel of the game. And luckily enough, we did not see any heated moments in Colombo, even though the heat was on. However, in Cambodia, it's a game on.
Things heating up between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. It was Sin Sofanet who did not start in Colombo. He came on in that 81st minute.
And like you said earlier, Cambodia have 5 changes today.
Yes, that's been an interesting move coming in from the home side, and leaving out the skipper as well from that first leg.
So probably that's what they've been missing, that real fire in the first leg, because in first leg it was all defend until the last moment. But come today, it has been a beautiful work and very unfortunate miss there. Rishwan, could you elaborate our viewers on what happened there?
Wade Decker just had to get ahead of the defenders, but just couldn't keep his body up. Beautiful ball. If Wade Decker got to the end of it, Raja Mohan always known for his distribution from the back. Sri Lanka haven't had position for a while. It's been Cambodia. This couple of minutes, 10 minutes or so, they have bossed their position. As they have meaninglessly just lost it. On your screens is the Cambodian head coach Felix Dalmas. young Argentinian, just 36 years of age. It's quite a young Muad to be a coach.
Oh yes, we see players going on till their early 40s, and here we go. I think he's probably one of the youngest coaches in the world level. So that is a lot of courage to take a duty of a national team out here.
So just as we spoke about position, it's position being 67% for the home side Cambodia. Sri Lanka with just the 33 have to work on that, as Wasim Razik couldn't get that pass out, but it's Hingat who recovers it, but looks like it will be a throw in favor of Cambodia, but protest coming in from Jack Hingat.
Love to see that passion, Reshwan. Love to see it from the Sri Lankans playing outside home, and it's really important to keep up with the game. As on your screen, that's the inspirational interim head coach for Sri Lanka, the Kuwaiti national. So it will be really interesting how Sri Lanka will pan up this game with Abdullah Al-Muteri, the interim head coach, guiding this team. He has brought in a lot of intent, a lot of newly found that lost momentum. He has brought in that fire to the Sri Lankan outfit. Let's see if that fire can be turned into positive goals. That is what the Sri Lankan fans have been yearning for. They have been, like you said earlier, for more than 100 minutes we have not seen a goal. Almost 130 minutes gone with the last match on Thursday. No goal yet for the Lankans.
Cambodia with the attack, but well done by Claudio. Has been just brilliant in defense. His physicality, his running, his headers, his clearances have just been pinpoint for Sri Lanka from the back. And himself and Jason have done a brilliant partnership, a defensive partnership by the two lads for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka probably trying to calm things down. Haven't had a fair bit of position, as Claudio with that long ball. That looks like it was Wasim Rasik who was caught offside once again. Second time in the game. Defensive line of Cambodia doing the right thing clearly. Not giving Wasim Razik to break free. There's an opportunity for Cambodia. Mokan gives it out to his right back.
And here we go on the red, with the red jersey. That's Virek Dara, the Cambodian goalkeeper. Time and time again we have been telling that he has been a wall for Cambodia, securing that defensive line, putting his body in line against a strong defense from attack by Sri Lanka. And here's Rajamohan on the box, in the box, and any chance? Yes, it is the first goal for Sri Lanka. Finally, Sri Lanka, after 130 plus minutes of play, the Lankan Golden Army gets the first goal, Rashman.
What a brilliant finishing from Oliver Decker. He was the man who would have threatened the goal for Cambodia, and it's the Sri Lanka crowd with the voice here. It's the visitors who have broken the deadlock, and what a finish, you can say. Oliver Kelleheart, he's been brilliant, and a brilliant pinpoint finish. I think a lot of credit should go to Raja Mohan, who got that interception and did all the good work inside that penalty area. Thought he was fouled, but that left foot of Oliver Kelleheart, beautiful work, and it was Raja Mohan who just slipped, but his footwork, his skill, just the ball fell right in front of Oliver Kelleheart to give Sri Lanka the lead, and quite the elated bunch in the Sri Lankan dugout. as Sri Lanka take the lead. Oliver Kellart, beautiful pinpoint accuracy shot, and just like that, Muad, we have been talking for quite a while for that decisive goal, and it's Sri Lanka with the deadlock breaking goal here.
Yes, finally, Sri Lanka, like you said, the wait is over, and that could have been the equalizing goal. My goodness me. Saret with almost the equalizer. Sri Lanka, what a beauty. The fans watching us from wherever you are in the world will be elated. We know that you are elated. You are happy. After a long break, Sri Lanka have finally got onto the scoreboard. Their last internationals against Brunei Darussalam in Brunei was a tournament, was a friendly to forget, because Sri Lanka could not score against Brunei in both the games. We were beaten. The Lankans were beaten. And the Lankan fans have been waiting for, I think, almost 6 months. The last time we scored goals, the Sri Lankans scored goals, Rishwan, was 6 months ago against Bhutan at the Colombo Racecourse.
That was a match-winning performance as well. So Sri Lanka with something to work for here, as goal scorer Kellart with the interception, but a foul going against the Sri Lankans. Suddenly, some urgency being shown by the home side, Cambodia. Trailing to Sri Lanka as we head into the final 5 minutes of this first half. Cambodia will try to find a response here, but they'll have to get past the defense of Sri Lanka, who have been intact, as Rajendran. Beautiful turn by Raja Mohan. He's been brilliant in this opening 40 minutes for Sri Lanka. He's done a lot of defensive work and attacking work as well, Muad. So by far he's been in the pick of things for Sri Lanka in this opening half.
So the hero, first half hero for Sri Lanka, Oliver Kellart, has been the man behind Sri Lanka's ending of that long suffering, long misery without a goalless situation. Like we said earlier, after 130 plus minutes of play from the first leg, and here in the second leg against Cambodia, the Lankans are back on fire, with Cambodia doing a lot of defense, and that's keeper Sujan Pereira. What a beautiful save there, and showing that he is not an easy task to go through. As you can see, Sujan Pereira saving that all-important goal for the Lankans. Cambodia, now they know it is a must-score time, playing against Sri Lanka in home soil with the home supporters backing them right from the front. Reshwan, this will be a really tough task for the Cambodians.
Indeed, Muad, because Sri Lanka, they have just had one shot on target, and that's been converted. So brilliant work coming in from Sri Lanka as Rajendran down this left flank. Puts out to the penalty area, but just too close to Virek Dara. Bread and butter stuff for the like of him with the gloves.
Now in the faces of the Cambodian players, you can see the real pressure creeping in. The tremendous pressure coming down their veins, you can really see in their body language.
Yes, they will have quite the halftime team talk by coach Felix Dalmas. Haven't trailed in this game. Suddenly they are backpedaling. As Cambodia trying to launch an attack, but no nonsense defense coming in from Arjun Rajendram. clearing that out for a throw-in. Sri Lanka would want to see this a couple of minutes of somehow going to that half-time break with this lead. It's been a half where they have worked hard for this goal. They have been rewarded courtesy a brilliant finish from Oliver Kellart. Cambodia keeping a position.
Here's the home side playing in their blue outfit. So the stadium is all red and blue with a swarm of supporters backing the home side. It's a beautiful venue out here, and we see the goalkeeper, the Virek Dara, the man behind the success story in the first leg for the Cambodians, coming forward as well. So they know just before half time we have close to a minute on the clock without added extra time, and we might not see a mini or a big extra time coming in Reshwan, because there were very few stoppages, unlike any cooling breaks like we saw in Colombo. So it's a game on out here. Sri Lanka finally securing that all important goal, and will that be? No, it will not. Saret Kraya almost equalizing. What a beautiful passage of play out there for the Cambodians.
Indeed, Muad got the laces under it, but just too heavy. But it will be 2 minutes of added time. So crucial 2 minutes, always in these dying moments where the trailing teams always find a way to get back into the game. So Sri Lanka will take their time. They would love to go into that halftime break with this lead. Sujan Pereira gives it out to Jason. Jason with a long pass. Just can't find a teammate. Nevertheless, Hingert all the way back to Jason once again. Has shown a lot of composure in defense. Both these defensive players have done brilliant for Sri Lanka. Claudio, quite the risk being taken, no more there.
Very cheeky there, Reshwan. Very smart bit of play, yet very dangerous also. Just putting the Cambodians in a bit of a troubling situation, and we see Sri Lanka in a bit of a situation. That's the goal scorer. Yes, that's Wade Decker, number 7 jersey. Got a pretty heavy, harsh blow for, and like we said, these 2 minutes. It is just 2 minutes of added time, but these are some crucial moments that can change the game around. However, Sri Lanka playing a bit of smart football out here. They know they just want to kill the time and get a nice icebreaker in the half time. They want that break as well. They want to get some ice in their veins after this enthralling, intense first half action.
And it's half-time being whistled by the Uzbekistan main referee. Sri Lanka with the solitary goal, courtesy Oliver Kellart in that 38th minute, broke the deadlock to give Sri Lanka the lead. And as you see the half-time score confirmation, Sri Lanka 1, Cambodia 0, and the aggregate score as well favouring the visitors Sri Lanka. We will go into a commercial break and be back with the second half action of this game between Sri Lanka and Cambodia in this AFC Asian Cup Qualifiers 2027. Stay tuned with us as we will go into a short commercial break.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් නාලිකා අංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව. Do your happy dance.
Out of this world.
And laugh out loud. It feels amazing. Celebrate. Visit our website to find out what's on. Swap your to-do list for a must-watch list.
Did you just see that?
Magic. And turn your weekday woes into weekend wows.
I'm so excited.
On your binge and chill weekend. On Rock Entertainment.
කොහොමද යාළුවනේ ඔන්න ඉතින් අදත් මම ආවා ඔයාලට සත්තු ගැන කියලා දෙන්න. ඔව් අද ඩොග් බ්‍රීඩ් එක ඩොබර්මන් විශේෂයක්. හැම්ස්ටර්. දැන් අපි යන්නේ කැට් බ්‍රීඩ් එක ගැන කතා කරන්න.
එකතු වෙන්න My Pet එක්ක. My Pet බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදේ 11ට සවස 4ට ඉරිදා සවස 5ට
A+ Kids TV නාලිකාංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
ආසියානු කුසලානේ මූලික තේරීම් තරග මාලාවේ ප්‍රථම තරගය ලංකාවේ ගිය සතියේ අවසන් වුණා. ජයපරාජයෙන් තොරව ඒකේ දෙවනි තරගය පැවැත්වෙනවා. ඒ තරගයේ ජයග්‍රහණය කර මෙම තරගාවලිය ඉදිරියට යාමට අපගේ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමට සියලුම ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය ලැබේවා කියලා මම එකසිතින් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support you. We support you. We support Sri Lanka.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
We support you.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka.
We support you.
We support you.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
We support you.
We support you.
We support you.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
We support you.
We support Sri Lanka.
நாங்கள் உங்களுடன்.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support you.
අප ඔබ සමගයි.
අපි ඔබ සමගයි.
We support Sri Lanka.
We support you.
We support you.
We support Sri Lanka.
We support Sri Lanka.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
ඔයා දන්නවද 2330 දී ඔයා අභ්‍යවකාශ ගවේෂකයෙක් කියලා. අඩි 33ක් යට රෙකෝඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඇක්ෂන් කැමරා එකක් ගැන දන්නවද? කැමරා වලින් වීඩියෝ කරපු කාලේ ඉවරයි. දැන් තියනවා කණ්ණාඩි දෙකකින් වීඩියෝ කරන්න පුළුවන් සිස්ටම් එකක්. ලංකාවත් අලුතින්ම කතා කරන IMAX ෆිල්ම් හෝල් ගැන ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොනවද දන්නේ? මේ දේවල් ගැන දැනගන්න මේ සතියෙන් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ටෙක් ටිප්ස් බලන්න.
ටෙක් ටිප්ස් අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 9ට සහ සවස 4ට.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
It was an interesting story when I met FIFA President Gianni Infantino at the Asian Cup finals in Doha, Qatar, a couple of months back. We were inspired by the idea of the FIFA series for the countries who need some international friendlies, cross confederations. And then FIFA president said, look, why don't you host one of the series, and we gladly grabbed it. So that's how the process started. It was a fantastic opportunity for us, and it was a fantastic event that we can host here. Of course, it's a pilot project, but I'm sure that it's going to be one of the glamorous and most sought after FIFA competitions time to come. We have been looked after by various departments from FIFA from top to bottom. And thank you for Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president. I mean, he was instrumental to initiate this support for us. Whatever we need as a country, as a developing country in Sri Lanka, of course, we have received A to Z, all the support from FIFA. So thank you, FIFA. Well, I would say FIFA series is one of the milestone towards development in the lower ranked countries. It's a great opportunity for countries which needs more friendly, more cross-continental competitions or friendlies. I believe FIFA will continue this, and we urge all the countries, all the member associations to support this in every even year, to take this FIFA series forward with much more elevated standard, much more financial support, much more commercial support. So this is a series which definitely need to continue. I believe FIFA will work on this.
කිසිදා නොමියෙන මතක කිසිදා නොමියෙන චරිත සැමදා මතකෙන් නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසිකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 18 රෙදි ටීවී ඔස්සේ සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට.
This season looks like we're going for a ride. It's all about celebrating the new. Can't win this war without us, sir. Bold new storylines.
You jeopardize the man's life?
Stay away. My God! Epic new battles.
I need Master Chief.
And new revelations.
I'm wondering if it's Tom Hanks.
Best vocal you've ever done. So don't miss our freshest drops. And catch our newest seasons while it's hot.
Family. Gotta keep the faith.
Right here.
Remember me?
On Rock Entertainment.
Go bananas for the juiciest talent show on CBeebies.
Ready or not, here I go!
Celebrate your favourite superfood as they show off their fresh skills.
Hey. Ta-da!
And fruitastic facts before your very eyes.
We bloom and grow super fast.
So squeeze the day, because every fruit and veg is a superstar.
It's time to let our seeds shine.
Roots and Fruits. New episodes Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
Welcome back to the live coverage of this AFC Asian Cup Qualifiers 2027. Bring you live coverage through the collaboration between Football Sri Lanka and the Papare. The second leg between Cambodia and Sri Lanka. It's Sri Lanka who went into half-time with the lead. As you see, the first half highlights was quite the opening half, 45 minutes for the visitors. Sri Lanka proudly can come out and play it all in that second 45, but it's all to play for the home side, Cambodia as well. They have been decent up front, just not able to get the finishing touches. Saw opportunities being created. Tested Sujan Pereira a couple of times. Set piece well negotiated by the Sri Lankan defence. And Cambodia as well knocked on the door a couple of times, but defence of Sri Lanka were up to the task. And this was that goal that broke the deadlock. Brilliant work coming in from Radha Mohan, who slipped, but Oliver Kellart did absolutely brilliantly to break the deadlock and get that ball behind the net for the first time in this tie between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. Quite the elated Sri Lankan dugout as well. Then Cambodia tried to bounce back, but it was Rajendran in that occasion who saved Sri Lanka. And then Cambodia had a couple of chances in them. This was that shot well negotiated by Sujan Pereira, the clubman for Sri Lanka, who's been brilliant in goal. This was Rajendran who tried to get that ball into that penalty area. Find Wade Decker, just couldn't get it. This was that shot almost threatened Sujan Pereira in goal, just over. That was key points in that opening half, as both teams making their way to this all important second half coming up, Muad.
Yes, what absolute brilliance we saw from the Lankan outfit. After many games of agony, they have turned it into ecstasy, and Sri Lankan fans will be joyous. They will be celebrating from wherever they are watching this game from. And of course, the live pictures here from the second leg from Cambodian capital. And it's a beautiful stadium out here in the capital city. And lots of home fans supporting and cheering their Cambodian heroes. Whereas Sri Lanka, the visiting team, have proved that they are a team to go on all guns blazing with Team Cambodia, with a mountain to climb in the second half, even though it's just a 1 goal difference.
Indeed, Muad, looks like Felix Dalmas and Cambodia will make a change in this early stages of this second half. It's the booked Hikaru Mizano was with a yellow card, and he's being replaced by jersey number 5. So an early substitution coming in from the home side, probably a tactical one, as it's Sohail Wisal, who did not feature in that first leg, making his first appearance in this tie between Sri Lanka. Early change for the home side, Muad. So it will be quite interesting. They made 5 changes coming into this game in their playing 11. Probably a tactical move, and that yellow card worry in Hikaru Mizano in that first half has probably made coach Felix to make that change ahead of this all important second 45 minutes.
Yes, the referee says let's kick things off in the second game, in the second half. The second game between Cambodia and Sri Lanka for the year 2024 National Olympic Stadium in Phnom Penh, Cambodian capital city. 1-0 in favour of the Lankan Golden Army. That's what the Sri Lankan football team is dubbed as, with the wall. Sujan Pereira is keeper, the most experienced lad in the pitch for the two teams. And here we go, Sri Lanka in early superb attacking position for Sri Lanka. And yes, the Cambodian defense, they know, they have learnt their lesson, they have done their homework. However, it is Sri Lanka 1 goal up. And on your screen, Virek Dara, the goalkeeper, they know himself and the team know, Reshwan, this is a really, really big task for them. Playing in the home soil, in front of home crowd, they have a lot to prove, this Cambodian side.
Indeed, Muad. I think that would have been the talk in that halftime as well, Muad. Playing in front of your home supporters, that has quite the pressure, because expectations are high as Cambodia with the attack, but the through pass, just the through ball, just too heavy. Cambodia team will have to put that first half behind them. It's done and dusted, so it's all to play for in this second 45 minutes for the home side.
And here's Sri Lanka. They are calm and composed. They were calm and composed soon after the first goal scored in that latter part of the first half. And now Cambodia, like we mentioned earlier, soon after that first goal was scored by Sri Lanka, they were under tremendous pressure. You saw the body language, their faces, that showed immense pressure coming down the line as they are here to equalize. This is a big challenge for the home side. They did brilliantly well in the first leg. And I think, Reshwan, that change, the approach they took in the second leg with 5 changes really brought that lost fire. But however, end of the day, it is Sri Lanka who time and time again proved in the first leg as well that they will go into that goal scoring chances, because they've been playing really a big attacking, and they pressed and finally got that first goal.
Yes, Muad. I think this Cambodian side can learn a thing or two from this visiting Sri Lanka team. We had plenty of chances at goal even in that first leg, but it's Sri Lanka when it matters. They have turned things around. They have broken the deadlock. But in the second half, Sri Lankan side will also be on pins, because they have to protect this lead. So Raja Mohan fights for position.
Bit of arm wrestle there, Reshwan, and a lot of physicality shown by Adavan Rajamohan, a big lad, and coming from top leagues. He's bringing that A game today as well.
Yes, the likes of Raja Mohan, he's been quite instrumental for Sri Lanka. Quite the charismatic player. The physicality, his distribution, just pinpoint as Cambodia. The string of passes. Rajendran can get to the end of it as a shot quite wayward for Cambodia in the number 19 jersey, Kim Sokyut.
Again, we have to apologize from some of our viewers, because wherever you go in the world there are some pronunciation difficulties. So if we pronounce any of the Cambodian names in a bit of a different way, please excuse us. And we are quite sure that even the toughest Sri Lankan names is also a troubling time for many global commentators to spell out our players' names. However, we have Cambodia on the march. They had some beautiful opportunities, and my goodness me, what a beautiful goal. The crowd erupts in Phnom Penh, the capital city. It is 1-1, game on. As you can see, the crowd is on their feet. Jubilant scenes out here in the Cambodian capital city. Reshwan, what an absolutely beautiful goal came out of nowhere.
Against the run of play, Muad. It's the home side Cambodia who level things here. It's the number 10. What a goal, what a finish. Just gave no chance for Sujan Pereira in goal. It's Susedin Neon who gives the level pegging goal for Cambodia. As you see the replay, was all started by himself. That left foot of his, beautiful. No chance at all for Sujan Pereira. It's Cambodia who level peg things. It's a 1-1.
Well, I take all the things that I said earlier. That 5 new changes coming in, Reshwan, has now finally proven what they have been searching and searching for. That 5 new changes coming in with a lot of attacking play, a different style of play coming into this second leg at home, have shown and have bamboozled Sri Lankan defense, because Sri Lanka never expected Cambodia to score from out wide from that level of the field. So that shows how much Cambodia are yearning for that goal, and they have got it right and they have got it on the money.
Indeed, Muad. I think this game evenly poised now, as Sim Razik was brought down in the penalty area, but clean says the referee. Cambodia, that was quite the finish. Just gave no chance for Sujan Pereira. And 2 left-footed goals in the game. One from Oliver Kellart in the 38th minute. Just 11 minutes later, it was Sosidin Nihan who gives Cambodia the level pegging goal here. That shows Muad that how this tie has been quite competitive between both sides. You can't find out who has bossed the game.
So I'm pretty sure this will soon become a mini battle between Sri Lanka and Cambodia, and I hope this becomes a new global rivalry in the footballing arena, with Cambodia and Sri Lanka going neck to neck, because in the recent past we have never seen Cambodia and Sri Lanka in this much of a scale and a lot of competition. This is really good and great for the team, Reshwan, and of course Cambodians will be loving it, playing in their home soil. And also going back to the footballing scene here in Sri Lanka, do you know the current schools football champions are from the Eastern Province? After years of dominance from Zaira College and Hamid Al Husseini, and of course your old schools, St. Joseph's College and many other schools in Colombo, finally the Eastern Province are title holders, with Aligarh National College beating arguably one of the best teams in the country, Zaira College, in the recent past, to clinch that global championship, the Sri Lankan championship. So that also was a really good change in pace for the Sri Lankan schools football. Nonetheless, there you saw earlier, a beautiful chance went missing for Sri Lanka. And here we are. If you're watching us from wherever you are in the world, joining us now, this is the second leg clash between Sri Lanka and Cambodia, played in the Cambodian capital city of Phnom Penh for the AFC Asian Cup qualifying tournament. The AFC Asian Cup Championship is held in 2027 in Saudi Arabia. Now with Cambodia, with that newly found fire, they are right on the ball. They are back in the game, and they are bossing this game out here, if I'm not mistaken. Reshwan, what do you say? Are they bossing or are Sri Lanka bossing? Who is under pressure now?
In the second half, just 10 minutes have passed us. It's been all Cambodia. We just saw a glimpse of a Sri Lankan attack at that start of the second half. But since that level pegging goal, it's been all Cambodia. Goal scorer Susidin Nain will have his boots up now. He will be quite confident in front of goal after that brilliantly worked goal. As Cambodia down that left flank have caused some threat down the two flanks. They have been troubling those Sri Lankan backs, the right back and the left back. Checking it, and Rajendran have been intact, but just couldn't stop that goal from Neon, as Sri Lanka yet to have a string of passes in the second half. Muad just haven't been able to keep hold of possession.
Oh yes, Cambodia all the way. They are doing all the passing, and finally Sri Lanka get the ball intact. And again, the defensive work coming in from the Cambodian skipper, but however, the referee will go in for a yellow card, a foul play out here, and he warns the Cambodian skipper Uday Ogawa as we see Sri Lanka now in a good position. Well, that was Leon Pereira for the Lankans.
Second player from Cambodia to be booked in the game. It's skipper Uday Ogawa. He'll have to be cautious. There's another yellow, can find themselves a man down.
And positively enough for Sri Lankans, Reshwan, no yellow cards have been dished out. And it's good that the Sri Lankans are playing a good disciplined game.
Yes, we saw that even in that first leg, Muad. We didn't see any harsh tackles or any trouble to the pockets of the referee. They have been disciplined. Even here around, almost 1 hour being played. Sri Lanka have been disciplined and haven't gone in for those harsh tackles.
I think that's probably what has brought the change in this game, Reshwan. Finally, both the teams waiting for that goal and waiting, and finally both the teams getting that goal. So that, I'm not promoting violence, but that intensity and that aggression which has been brought in by Cambodia has made a big difference in this game, the second leg of the AFC Asian Cup qualifier.
Cambodia with the launch of attack down that right flank. Good defense. Jason up to it. As Sujan Pereira puts that out to a corner kick. So that will be the first corner for Cambodia in this second half.
Well. Now the Cambodians asking, look who's bossing the game now. As Sujan Pereira goes for a beautiful save. I think with his body language and facial expressions, he got a tough hit. He is a very tired man now, but he will definitely stand strong for the Lankans. With the Cambodian support now, I think this will be a really great opportunity for the skipper, the first corner of the second half.
I would have expected to get that ball cleanly. Nevertheless, it's trouble for Sri Lanka at the back, but looks like will it be another corner coming in for the home side? Nope, it will be a goal kick in favour of Sri Lanka. An opportunity to get out of jail and just probably keep hold of position. We haven't seen Sri Lanka with position in the second half. Is the corner kick taken short once again. Claudio with that this kick to the middle, but foul going against Cambodia as Sri Lanka can play this ball upfield and create some headache to this Cambodian defense. They've been at ease in this opening 15 minutes or so. Raja Mohan to Pereira to Razik. Razik couldn't find a teammate, but a comedy of error and a miscommunication from the Cambodian defender was replaced in the 45th minute. Sonny Wisal and Virek Dara. An unwanted corner kick being awarded to Sri Lanka. Can Sri Lanka pounce on it and make Cambodia pay? It will be Raj Mohan with the distribution from the corner kick. Plenty of white shirts in the penalty area for Sri Lanka. Raja Mohan.
beautiful kick there, Rishwan, and will that be my. What a beautiful chance for Sri Lanka. The chances have reduced compared to the Colombo leg. However, the chances are superb compared to Colombo. They are inch close, very close. There you see, just touching but not touching the boot. That's how close that is. And also some great info coming from our very good friend Akil Masoon. He says that Jack Hingert is used to Asian conditions now because his club Brisbane Roar toured India recently, so he will be a conditioned man with the Brisbane Roars in the Asian continent, in South Asia especially, playing in the tropics in the heat, humid conditions. Jack Hingert, another valuable player, now very well set for the Lankan outfit. As you see, a little bit of a stoppage might come in.
Even though we are not there physically, Muad, it looks quite humid in the capital of Cambodia. Probably taking a toll on the players as well. But well and sure, the Sri Lankan outfit will be quite relaxed and quite prepared for these kind of weather conditions. As you see, good numbers in the stands as well for the home side. Saw some Sri Lankan flags as well. Good to see the visiting side having some support. This is all important second leg clash between Cambodia and Sri Lanka. Looks like it will be number 19 probably cramping up due to this heat. So Kim Sokyut has been just being taken off. As you see, Cambodian substitutes probably getting ready. Some of them will come on.
Probably the first, and it is, yes, the first real concerning injury for the teams out here, Ashwan. Both the teams played their hearts out, and of course we have Kim Sokyut going out after a gutsy performance. He was all over the park, so kudos to Sokyut for a beautiful, brilliant game. And here Sri Lanka trying to go further because they were the team with the upper hand. Cambodia definitely had a bit of an underdog tag coming into the game because Sri Lanka have been proving they are a great attacking side, but their form line has been silenced with that equalizing goal.
So Sri Lanka, who are threatening goal. What a shot from Jack Hingert. Just couldn't get to the either side of Vivek Dara. It was straight at him, and quite a comfortable save for Vivek Dara in goal.
And yes, he was waiting for it, Rishwan. Like if you see on your screens, he was waiting and waiting.
Sri Lanka, beautiful opportunity. Got quite the whole of it, Jack Hingert. And if that shot was shot at either side of Vivek Dara, it would have been quite the effort for the home side goalkeeper. And well and surely Sri Lanka knocking on the door, and looks like it's a goal scorer who is struggling now. Susidine in the number 10 jersey equaled things here.
And also one good thing, one negative thing, Rishwan, is that Sri Lanka is missing the services of Dylan De Silva, a youngster, promising player who could be the next big thing for Sri Lanka. Grew up in the UK. His father played for Wesley College in the 1991 outfit. He is also a junior national player, so a lot of football in talent. They migrated to the UK, and Dylan De Silva became one of the shining stars in the Bhutan and the Papua New Guinea game. So it's really sad to miss the services of Dylan De Silva. However, it is high time for the Sri Lankan coach to bring in his bench players, don't you think, Reshwan? And yes, we might see a change coming in.
Just as you speak, Muad, looks like it's Sam Durant who featured in that first leg, by far the best player for Sri Lanka, created plenty of opportunities. Looks like he will be introduced into this game as we head into the final 20 minutes or so. It's Cambodia in attack. Good defense coming in from Raja Mohan. Brilliant work. He's been pinnacle for Sri Lanka as Raja Mohan fighting for position, and not the best of passes coming in from Decker. Oliver, it was just too heavy for Kelart. Goal scorer for Sri Lanka. Looks like that will be final play for the goal scorer Sosudin, as he's been taken off. Couple of substitutions being made by Felix Dalmas. Cambodian think tank bringing on some fresh legs. Probably some attacking tactical changes coming in from the home side as well.
And comparatively in age wise, I think Cambodia, they are a pretty young side, Reshwan, compared to the experience, much experienced Sri Lankan outfit. And we go Samuel Durant, who replaced Wasim Razik in the first leg in the second half, now coming in to Sri Lanka. What will he bring? Will he bring that fire, that vigor, and make a change for Sri Lanka? What Wasim Razik did in the first leg in Colombo, soon as he came in, it was right on. Sri Lanka were marching forward. Will Durant bring that A game today?
Quite the seamless substitution for Sri Lanka. It was Wasim Razik who made way for Samuel Durant in that first leg game in Colombo in the 67th minute, Muad. And in the second leg, it is Samuel Durant who makes way for Wasim. It's Samuel Durant who replaces Wasim Razik in the 67th minute as well. So quite the coincidence, as Sri Lanka have brought on a good attacking change, a much needed one.
Sri Lanka also have the services of young Akib Pfizer, who is one of the fastest players in the Sri Lankan outfit. And yes, Cambodia on the march. They are inching towards the goal. They are inching close and close. However, Sri Lankan defense coming strong. So I was talking about Akib Pfizer. He's in the bench today. He's also a talented young player who made his change to the renowned sports club this season. Let's see what the Lankan outfit will bring in today.
Corner to defender for Sri Lanka. Corner taken shortly as the ball being put into the penalty area, but well dealt by the Sri Lankan defense. Looks like it's the replacement. Pardon me, it was Leon Pereira. Tried to give that pass out to Samuel Durant. Quite interestingly, Muad, if this tie ends as a draw, what will happen after that?
So it will be a crucial time for both the teams, because it will be a must-win situation for both the teams in the upcoming games, as Sri Lanka have plenty to do in search for a spot at Saudi Arabia 3 years on in the 2027 competition. The upcoming schedule will be released soon. We hope that Sri Lankans will get a go in getting more and more opportunities for the qualifiers, because they are tied, both Sri Lanka and Cambodia, in this qualifying category. The 2027 AFC Asian Qualifier is what you are watching, the second leg. The Championship, AFC Championship in 2027, as you can see on a screen, the middle board, Saudi Arabia will host the AFC Championship. Saudi, of course, a powerhouse in Gulf football. We have global giants, Cristiano Ronaldo, playing for Saudi clubs, so that shows how much they have invested in this game, and they are hoping for a World Cup bid as well. So that is real testing new times for the Gulf nation, and Sri Lanka, yet as I said earlier, are eyeing that global hotspot.
Indeed, Muad. As per news, it's Saudi Arabia trying to bid for the 2032 FIFA World Cup. That will be quite the achievement, and we as well, being Asians, can be proud of it. But nevertheless, it's Cambodia versus Sri Lanka now as we head into crunch time. It's now or never for both sides. Good work coming in from Claudio in the back, who has put that out, shielded his way, giving Sri Lanka a goal kick to Sujan Pereira. Takes it quickly, gives it out to Jason. Jason finding his options.
That Oliver Kellard goal in the first half, in the 41st minute, really put Sri Lanka on song, Rishwan, and they found that rhythm, that lost rhythm. However, the equalizing goal put the game to Cambodia's favour, and they have been since dominating this affair right from that second goal in the mid 50th minute.
Hingat with the throw in. Some huffing and pushing going on there. Kellard raising some questions at the referee. I think the intensity, the intense will increase more as we head into the final few minutes, as Decker just couldn't get the ball at his feet, as Cambodia with the launch of attack.
That was Ratanak screaming for the ball, Rishwan, and he gives a beautiful ball presentation to Saret Kraya. However, it was too overcooked, but beautiful passage of play for the Cambodian lads, a young outfit, and shows real firepower in them. They are in the cruise control, they are in the driving seat of this game, even though the game stands at 1-1.
Indeed. As Sri Lanka, it's replacement player Samuel Durant with his skill, just couldn't get past the defense of Cambodia. Showed he's quite the skillful player. We saw a glimpse of his capabilities in that first leg in Colombo. But whole of Sri Lanka will want him to turn up now.
That's a real courageous work by the smaller made Cambodian players, who are considerably smaller in size frame compared to the Sri Lankan players, who are quite lankier. And here we go, Cambodia on song. They are in the attacking position, and will that be a stoppage? Referee says play on, and might check in with the players. What is going on here? And a yellow card for Cambodia's number 13, Saret Kraya. I think that is for an infringement he did right after this push. Let's see what happened here. There we go, Claudio with the push. Referee says play on, and comes Kraya. Falls on to Sri Lankan skipper Sujan Pereira, but it did not see something like a big charge, Reshwan. But however, it's the referee's call. Referee deemed Kraya just pounced on to the body of Sujan Pereira, and we see the third yellow card for the Cambodians. It's been raining yellow cards for the home side, whereas the Lankans maintaining a cardless streak out here. Beautiful work there, but however, the game is definitely in the driving seat of the Cambodian home side.
Indeed, Muad, and the news is if this game ends as it is 1-1, it will be extra time, and if a winner is not being decided from extra time, it will be a penalty shootout, Muad. So all to play for here at the second leg of this AFC Asian Cup Qualifiers 2027. Sri Lanka with the position.
So this is a winner takes it all situation, do or die battle for the Lankan outfit and the Cambodians, of course, and they will meet another tough, very tough opponent in the upcoming games. So offside, and Cambodia will strike back and strike back strong.
Cambodia showing some urgency, trying to launch an attack as they are down that right flank. Brilliant play coming in. As Sri Lanka have secured that and defended it well. So it will be a goal kick in favor of Sujan Pereira and co. As you see that offside call, was that offside? That is quite a 50-50. The call did not come in from the side referee, so probably it was not an offside, but Wade Decker thought it was and just gave it up at the last minute, as Samuel Durant just couldn't get that ball into that penalty area. It was easy stuff for Mo Khan in that number 4 jersey. Was that an opportunity for Wade Decker?
And we also inch close towards the 80th minute mark, and we are definitely, we have close to 15 minutes of play with possible added extra injury time, and like you said earlier, we might be just seeing extra time, 30 minutes of extra time being played, and of course penalties being awarded. So this game is going down to the wire, as you can see in the face of Abdullah Al Muteri, the interim head coach of Sri Lanka. He is a man of Kuwaiti origin, a man who took, and as promised, he took Nepal for a SAF championship final for the first time against India. Just before we took the responsibility of the Nepali football team, he promised that he will make sure that Nepal will go in for a SAF championship, and like he said, he kept his word and made his team go through to the final, a historic feat for the nation of Nepal, and took on a billion-strong India in the finals. They lost, however, but that shows, Reshwan, how this game, no matter which part of the world you come from, it unites everyone, a people's game. You don't need big things to play this game, and that is why this game is the most populous, most famous game in the world.
Indeed, Muad, well said. As we enter the final 10 minutes of this second half, it's been quite an eventful second half here, as Sri Lanka have a set piece. A good ball will be expected, and looks like it will be Raja Mohan with the free kick duties. Tall, lanky Jason making his way to the penalty area. Raja Mohan will target Jason in that penalty box. Rajamohan gives it out to Durant down that left flank. Beautiful work, beautiful skills coming in from Durant. Gives it out to Claudio. Claudio gives it out, trying to find his defensive partner in the middle. Beautiful tackle coming in from Sri Lanka.
And, here we go, Sri Lanka again under pressure. It's a do or die battle here, and Claudio tucks into his hamstring and seems like he's okay. And Reshwan, it's a battle that these two teams will fight for life, because the losing team will be eliminated. It will be extra time, then penalties, and these are crunch knockout games which really puts the players under tremendous pressure. We saw knockout rugby action here in Sri Lanka, a schoolboy rugby scene the last 2 weekends, which went down to the wire. And here we have yet another international football clash, and I'm pretty sure, like we said earlier, this Sri Lanka versus Cambodia battle will soon become a great rivalry if we continue to play these fixtures outside of the competitions as world friendlies, as international friendlies, which will really give exposure to both these teams who play some really amazing football, as we see another replacement coming in for the home side.
Couple of replacements as Felix Dalmas, head coach of Cambodia, have cleared his bench out. He's used all 5 substitutions with these two. He's taking off Saret Karya. He was booked in the second half, so some cautious work coming in from the Cambodian think tank.
The winner of this game will face Maldives or Brunei or Laos. Either of these teams, Sri Lanka will meet either Maldives, Bhutan or Laos rather. So that will be a big task for the Sri Lankans.
Some confusion going on from the substitutions. It's Cambodia making the final substitutes. Looks like they will have to questions being raised. And finally, substitution being made as Cambodia have brought on 2 more fresh legs into these final 6 minutes or so, with added time as well.
Also in this competition, parallelly, Reshwan, East Timor and Brunei Darussalam have qualified for the next round. East Timor beat Mongolia 4-3, and Brunei beat Macau 4-0 on the 2 legs aggregate. So this is a crunch game for Sri Lanka. For the fans joining the live coverage out here from all parts of the world, will be glued to their screens. A nail biter. 1-1 is the score with just 5 minutes to go for full time, with definitely a few minutes more coming in for injury time. And are we about to see a drawn game with extra time, Reshwan? What do you predict?
Fancy either of the side probably getting the winner in the time moments, Muad. Just like that, it's Cambodia in attack. A shot from range, comfortable for Sujan Pereira.
Whenever the Cambodian skipper gets the ball, Yatsuta Ogawa, the crowd goes wild.
Yes, he's been the playmaker for the home side. Interestingly, Muad, he did not get any shot on target in that Colombo leg. Was quite silent in Colombo, but he's brought his A game, probably upped his game after given the captain's armband as well.
So going back to the parallel games that happened in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers for the Saudi Arabia 2027 Championships, we have Maldives, Brunei and Laos already qualifying for the next round. Sri Lanka will be facing, I beg your pardon, that's the Sri Lankan supporter in me coming out. Sri Lanka or Cambodia will be facing the winner of this game is about to face either Maldives, Brunei or Laos in the next qualifying games, because one team will say goodbye to the tournament qualifiers, as this will be an elimination game.
As we reach crunch time, both teams will give it their all in this final few minutes and probably try to find the winner and not keep it too late, because if this game is to be decided via penalty shootout, it will be quite the pressure in both ranks, as haven't seen Sri Lanka battle it out in a penalty shootout for quite a while. Sri Lanka just couldn't get that ball, the through ball right, as Wedecker will be booked for that challenge on Virek Dara. It was quite a harsh one. The follow through wasn't the ideal one from Decker. He'll be booked surely. That's not what you want. You see Wedecker being booked. First Sri Lankan player to be given a yellow card in this game.
Yes, Reshwan, after so much of clinical performance coming in from the Lankan outfit, they played a very clean and fair game right throughout. With Cambodia, you cannot write them off. You cannot say that they played an indisciplined game. They played the game to their strengths, and they have shown what real aggression is part and parcel of the game. Cambodia have got 3 yellow cards, and Sri Lanka getting their first yellow card right now, just moments before, for Decker. And closing towards the 90th minute mark is the second leg of the championship qualifier for the AFC Cup.
Suresh Anthony gives it out to Claudio. Claudio to Rajendram. Rajendram to Pereira. Pereira to Claudio. Claudio to Rajendram. Rajendram finds Jason, who strives ahead, as not the best of passes coming in from Jason. Given away position in the center of the field, as Leon Pereira backtracks well and puts that ball into a throw-in for Cambodia. Three minutes added on for that final whistle to happen. It will be these 3 minutes probably find that winning goal. Who will hold their nerve? Will it be Cambodia or Sri Lanka? Kelart bring ball down as an opportunity for Sri Lanka to launch an attack. Goal score for the visitors. Oliver Kelart broke the deadlock in the 38th minute. Just 11 minutes later, it was Susedin Nian from Cambodia who equalled things here. Just 4 minutes into that second half, gave that all-important, decisive, equalizing goal for the home side Cambodia, as Jason striving ahead. Gives the ball out to Kelart. Kelart to Hingat. Hingat back to Kelart. Kelart to Suresh Anthony. Anthony to Claudio. Claudio finding his options. Gives it to replacement Samuel Durant, who's being brought down. Quite the harsh tackle. Not what you expect. And it's the captain who has already been booked, Muad. And
in the meantime, Rishwan, Decker has to calm himself out. And yes, it's definitely let's have another angle again. Was it a dive? Was it a clear-cut tackle? If you could get another chance to look at that replay, that would a clear slow-mo would do perfectly well. Let's see what the referee have in mind, because like you said, the skipper number 6 Ogawa is already booked, and see a little bit of theatrics out here. It's a crunch game. 3 minutes of added time. In Colombo we saw 5 minutes of added time, Rishwan. Here we have 3. So these 3 crucial minutes will definitely pass by if action is not taken quickly.
a lot of questions being raised at the referee from the Sri Lankan players, because the man with the captain's armband for Cambodia was booked in that first half.
If you saw the screen properly, Rishwan, the skipper Uday Ogawa just winked towards the bench. It's a slight wink, just showing that he is using this tactic to get a bit of time and just make his team, or create another chance for his team.
He will have to go off and come when the game restarts. So in the meantime, Cambodia will have to defend this set piece with just 10 men on the park. And the last thing Cambodia will want is to go a man down, and especially the man with the captain's armband. Nevertheless, Rajamohan with the distribution. Claudio just couldn't get that on target. The header just wide away. Even though if it was on target, it would have been a regulation save for Vivek Dara in goal for Cambodia. Cambodia taking time. Looks like we are heading into extra time, Muad.
Rightly so. Cambodian skipper's tactics proven very, very vital for the home side, and they will now go in for an extra time break, and Sri Lanka will be pretty dejected after their first goal in the 41st minute of the game. We are even Stevens out here at the Phnom Penh Olympic Stadium in Cambodia. Beautiful scenes out here, lots of home crowd, and a very, very few Sri Lankans with the lion flag as well.
Indeed, Muad, it was quite the competitive 90 minutes being played between the two sides. It was Oliver Kelart who broke the deadlock in the 37th minute to give Sri Lanka the lead, but that lead was snatched by Susedin Neen, the number 10 from Cambodia, who level pegged things, and that goal has taken us into extra time. An additional 15 minutes of two halves to be played between the two sides, so probably decide a winner in this tie of the AFC Asian Cup Qualifiers 2027. All to play for, as you see the full-time score confirmation. Cambodia won, Sri Lanka won in aggregate as well. All 1-1, so all to play for in this coming up in the coming 15 minutes or so. Two halves to be played. Interesting factor is Sri Lanka have just made the one solitary change in them, and Cambodia on the other hand have made all 5 substitutions done with the replacements. So Sri Lanka have an opportunity to bring on 4 fresh legs and probably try to turn things around in this all important extra time. We will go into a short commercial break and come back with the live action from the extra time. Stay tuned with us.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් නාලිකා අංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
Do your happy dance.
Out of this world!
And laugh out loud.
It feels amazing.
Visit our website to find out what's on. Swap your to-do list for a must-watch list.
Did you just see that? Magic.
And turn your weekday woes into weekend wows.
So excited!
On your binge and chill weekend. On Rock Entertainment.
කොහොමද යාළුවනේ? ඔන්න ඉතින් අදත් මම ආවා ඔයාලට සත්තු ගැන කියලා දෙන්න. ඔව්, අද ඩොග් බ්‍රීඩ් එක ඩොබර්මන් විශේෂයක්. හැම්ස්ටර්. දැන් අපි යන්නේ කැට් බ්‍රීඩ් එක ගැන කතා කරන්න.
එකතු වෙන්න My Pet එක්ක. My Pet බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදේ 11ට, සවස 4ට, ඉරිදා සවස 5ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
Welcome back to the live coverage being brought to you by a collaboration between Football Sri Lanka and the Papare. It is all important second leg, the decisive game between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. It's been quite the tussle in the 90 minutes. So it's all to play for in this extra time. 2 halves of 15 minutes to decide. And if it's not, if we don't see a winner, Muad, it will be a penalty shootout. And I don't recall the last time Sri Lanka played a penalty shootout.
Oh wow. We have to go back in time many years. I'm pretty sure our senior viewers, veteran viewers will remember some of those golden memories. And coming back here to the second leg, Cambodia have pulled off one of the biggest games of their lives, equaling with Sri Lanka in this game. Cambodia a real threat in the Asian arena. They will become definitely in the future, as they have shown today with beautiful passages of play. And like we mentioned earlier in the second half, the winner of this game rather, will meet either Maldives, Brunei or Laos in the next qualifying round, as this will be an elimination game. Abdullah Al-Muter is squatting in the ground, the Sri Lankan interim coach on your screen. He is eager to record and showcase what this Sri Lankan outfit is, whereas Cambodia is definitely having the upper hand with a lot of home crowd support.
Indeed. In moments like this, Muad, is where the home crowd comes in. It's crunch time, and the voices will be well and surely heard well. Cambodian supporters will well and surely back their team, as Sri Lanka will find themselves in a spot of bother if this Cambodian spectators make their presence felt here. As Sri Lanka with the position, Claudio scanning his options, gives it out to Pereira to Rajendram back to Claudio, who's done brilliantly in the back for Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka searching for their first win since their loss to Brunei in their previous friendly game. Sri Lanka waiting for a win since 6 months. Their last win came in Colombo, at the Colombo Racecourse against Bhutan, where they beat the Bhutan team 2-0 whilst drawing with Papua New Guinea in the Tri-Nation friendly.
Sri Lanka will want glory days like that back. That night in Colombo when they beat Bhutan, it was quite buzzing at the racecourse, as a lot of fans will be tuning in for this game, this crunch game. It's all or nothing from here on, as Samuel Durant, the replacement player for Sri Lanka, and it's Raja Mohan with that ball, but a brilliant tackle coming in from Mo Khan. A sliding tackle puts it out for a corner. That was needed from the Cambodian defender, who stands tall and just absolutely putting Samuel Durant out of the equation. Brilliant tackle.
Was that the game-saving moment, Reshwan? Was that the game? Was that the moment that the game will shift or would have shifted the momentum? Is that the game-changing moment that will be decided in the next few minutes, as Sri Lanka will have another golden opportunity? Cambodia last won an international friendly at this exact same venue against Mongolia in June, 2-0, and they would love to have a clean record at home soil. And in the return game at Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia won 2-1 in that international friendly. So the Cambodians waiting for a win since the month of June, whereas Sri Lanka, it has been a long wait of 6 months. What is about to happen in the next few minutes will decide the fate of many of these players. Will they go in through the next round, or will they say goodbye?
All to play for both teams is Cambodia, with position in the back, playing football in their own half, which can be risky, but no threat coming in from the Sri Lankan attackers. Sri Lankan have some talent in the bench as well. Coach Abdullah will use his replacement players tactfully. He would want to burn out these Cambodian players. They have probably, because this game went into extra time, they can make an extra substitution. Samuel Durant just couldn't continue that attack.
They are almost on the line there with the save. And yes, Reshwan, like you said, is coach Al Muteri for Sri Lanka, is he waiting till the last moment for the replacement? That is one of the big concerns, because he still can. These Sri Lankans are available for another replacement. So is Sri Lanka waiting till the last moment for a replacement? And also, if Sri Lanka win this game today, Sri Lanka have a big chance to finally come out of that 200 plus FIFA world ranking, Reshwan. Sri Lanka is now above the 200 rank mark, and now with this win, the Lankans have a big chance to get that 199 or 200 spot in FIFA world rankings.
And just like that, Muad, as you...
Reshwan, yes, before that, Cambodia, are they behind Sri Lanka, or are they in front of Sri Lanka in FIFA rankings?
They're actually in the 180th position, so there are some positions ahead of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka 204th. So seeing from that, I think Sri Lanka has given quite the fight to this Cambodian outfit. It's quite the ball into that penalty area.
Well, very, very close testing times there. And yes, like you said earlier, even though Sri Lanka are almost 20 plus points behind Cambodia, it has been Sri Lanka who have been doing much of the attacking from the first leg, and showed that they are real contenders against Cambodia. And yet again, Sri Lanka have one of the biggest chances to finally get back to some pride and get back their lost pride from coming out of that 200 rank mark.
Corner kick, the first corner in this extra time. Good ball into that penalty area as Cambodia have snatched the lead for the first time. The home crowd up and elated in the capital city of Cambodia. It's Cambodia who take the lead over the Sri Lankan side for the first time in this tie.
Just magical scenes, Reshwan, for the home side. Yet again, ecstatic home crowd in the Phnom Penh Olympic Stadium in Cambodia. What absolute beauty and beautiful scenes out here. In your live pictures, you just saw how jubilant the home crowd is and how happy they are to see their heroes scoring. And there you go, beautiful back foot pass coming in from Mo Khan towards the goal scorer. Who was the goal scorer, Reshwan? It was number 12, yes, for Cambodia. He is the replacement. We will bring his name to you shortly. So the replacement hero for Cambodia, he has done it for the home side. Sos Suhana on your screen right now, number 12. What a brilliant moment, a destiny changing moment for the home side. And will this goal be the deciding factor of Sri Lanka's elimination? Sri Lanka got plenty of time to score. Here's Durant, beautiful passage of play into the box, but no, says Cambodia.
A substitution making the change for Cambodia, given Cambodian crowd more voice in this extra time as we enter the 100th minute of this tie between Cambodia and Sri Lanka. Rajamohan with the corner kick duties for Sri Lanka. Once again, not cleanly taken by Vivek Dara. Punches it out as Samuel Durant loses position in a crucial area as Cambodia launching an attack, and will it be the third one? But Sujan Pereira up to it, and what a goal! A bicycle kick effort goes in vain. An offside call, but what an effort! What an effort! That will well and surely be quite a disappointing moment for Cambodia. It was quite the overhead kick, Muad.
These are the moments you live to see for Reshwan. Unfortunately, it's not a goal, but what a great moment we witnessed live here on this game, to see a beautiful bicycle kick at this stage of the global arena. Here we go. Juan Pereira's save comes off the knee, and what a beauty! What a strike! Unfortunately, offside called, but that moment will definitely linger in the minds of these supporters watching this game live on the game site as well as online all over the world. That is a beautiful moment to see in a game like this, and in a extra time like this.
Indeed, Muad, that was quite the effort right in front of Pereira, Sujan Pereira, giving him no chance, and Sri Lanka can find themselves really lucky not to concede another goal, and Cambodia can find themselves really unlucky after a finish of that caliber and not being able to get a 2-goal cushion. They'll be kicking themselves.
So I think the after effects of that bicycle kick, here we go, yet another angle. I think that just, oh my, he landed on his arm, and that just might have made his shoulder, might have dislocated, might have fractured, but he is up on his feet. This might be, we hope that this will not be a career stopping moment for the young substitute Sohana.
It's Sri Lanka with the restart from the back. Jason gives it out to Claudio. Claudio scanning his options. All of the players from Cambodia will be in the back, as a beautiful ball being played by Anthony Sam Durant. Twisting and turning as Sri Lanka trying to find that equalizing goal. Now it's Sri Lanka's turn to level peg things if they are to. As Hingat gives it out to Rajamohan. Rajamohan to Anthony. Skelart keeps hold of position. Anthony back to Rajamohan. Rajamohan with the distribution to the penalty area. Just too heavy, and regulation collection for Vivek Dara as we enter the final minute of this first half in extra time. Not the best of clearances, but he escapes that as Cambodia in attack. Cambodian changes have made a difference, Muad, in this game.
Yes, my goodness me. That 5 changes, everyone thought, you and I both thought that Cambodia will have a tough outing and Sri Lanka will just run riot. But come the extra time, they have shown what that difference is and what the A game is all about. And Sri Lanka, they have time, they have energy, and they have to convert this pressure into points. If not, it's going to be a memorable comeback victory for the Cambodian side.
Looks like Sri Lanka themselves have made a change up front, Muad. So the number 11, if I'm not mistaken, it's Mohammad Arif Khan, probably who have replaced an attacking player up front.
Well, we saw Limpisot going in a beautiful striking move for the Cambodians, and now Sam Durant going in for his forward players. Come Virek Dara, cool as a cucumber, strikes it hard and strikes it out of the park.
Indeed, Mohan, Sri Lanka have made a change. It's Mohammad Rifkan in the number 11 jersey. Samuel Durant gets that ball out as Hingat. And a handball call being appealed by the Sri Lankan players. 3 minutes added on in this extra time first half. We normally don't see 3 minutes being added on. It's normally solitary minute, but because of that injury stoppage, they have added on 3 minutes to this first half of this extra time. The fifth corner for Sri Lanka. Raja Mohan. 6 white shirts in the box.
Searching and searching for that equalizer are the Sri Lankans. However, Cambodia will kill time and they will look for a proud moment in a matter of few minutes. Will Sri Lanka come back hard? They have all the firepower, but will they do it within just about this particular few minutes of time? Reshwan, that is the biggest question that everyone has in their minds, the Sri Lankan fans. Yet another corner milked for the Lankan lads.
And this time around it will be a different distributor. It will be Samuel Durant with the corner kick duties. Raja Mohan will opt for that ball outside the box as topsy-turvy one as Sri Lanka yet an opportunity. Pereira, that's another foul being conceded by Udai Ugawa, skipper from Cambodia, once again cramping up. He's already in a booking. Can find himself lucky to remain in the playing field as a set piece or a throw-in rather to follow from Sri Lanka. Claudio to Raja Mohan. Raja Mohan back to Claudio. Claudio, beautiful work. Raja Mohan down that left flank. Puts that ball into that penalty area as goal scorer Kellard just not able to find a teammate from that cross. And that's it from the first half of extra time. It's Cambodia who go into the 5-minute halftime break with a goal advantage to the good for Cambodia in the tie between Sri Lanka. 2-1 in aggregate as well. So an important 15 minutes coming up your way as we will go into a commercial break and be back with the second half action of this extra time between Cambodia and Sri Lanka.
Stay tuned with the Papare.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් නාලිකා අංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
Do your happy dance.
Out of this world!
And laugh out loud.
It feels amazing.
Visit our website to find out what's on. Swap your to-do list for a must-watch list.
Did you just see that?
Magic. And turn your weekday woes into weekend wows.
So excited.
On your binge and chill weekend. On Rock Entertainment.
Welcome back to the live coverage being brought to you by Football Sri Lanka and the Papare, collaborating together to bring you the live action from Cambodia. It is important tie between Cambodia and Sri Lanka, as Cambodia have started off in quite the attacking mood in this second half of extra time. Have the lead, just the 15 minutes for them to secure and go through to the next round of qualification for the 2027 Asian Cup happening in Saudi Arabia.
And Rishwan, 3 games were scheduled today, and 2 games have already concluded, with Mongolia beating Timor-Leste 2-1, and Brunei Darussalam beating Macau 1-0, whilst the only match currently going on is the game you are witnessing right now between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. At the home side, Cambodia, here at the Phnom Penh Olympic Stadium, are leading 2-1. What beautiful scenes here, and Cambodia strikes it quite overcooked kick there by the replacement number 17 for the home side, but nonetheless the home side are in clear cruise control out in the second half of the extra time.
It's all to play for both teams. Sri Lanka in the more uncomfortable position here. They have catching to do, as a pass from Anthony not going to Hingot, as in moments like this Cambodia will take their time. It's just a matter of seeing this game off for the home side now. Another brilliant delivery, as Claudio does the defensive work well, as Cambodia really bossing position in this opening few minutes of this second half in extra time. So Sri Lanka, who should show some urgency, as Cambodia picking up from where they left off from that first half. A shot from range gone wayward, as Sujan Pereira and co need to show some urgency. They need to get this ball up. They need to attack.
Yellow card also issued in the process, Reshman. We did not see what was the infringement there. Was it a foul play? Because it was spur of the moment the referee dished out that yellow card. As and yes, for Sin Sofanat, the number 20 for Cambodia. The crowd is going wild out here. The home crowd. Every time Cambodia strikes it clean and hard, the Cambodian crowd just goes wild and jubilant, going to celebration mode. They are in a very happy mood at this moment of the game. They are now in prime position to clinch this game. They came back to this game trailing 41 in the 41st minute, and as you can see on your screen, the Argentine national Felix Dalmas, the head coach of Cambodia, telling his team to calm themselves, to get out of their nerves and play a cool and composed game, as Virekdara goes in very deep straight into his counterpart Sujan Pereira's hands. Here's Sri Lanka with just 10 minutes of crunch extra time to play. What will they do?
Sri Lanka will have to show some urgency in attack. They haven't had the best of times, as Wade Decker finds himself in the wrong position once again. As you see the replay of that offside call going against Sri Lanka, just ahead of the defenders, just too early. He's been caught in that offside position a couple of times. One time he was not caught offside. He thought he was offside and he gave up on that attacking move, which probably would have been a clear-cut opportunity for Sri Lanka. And at that moment it would have been an opportunity to double the lead, if I'm not mistaken.
Just 10 more minutes, Rishwan, to go on this second half action of the extra time, as Sri Lanka will have a good opportunity now, as they have to make things urgent and rush themselves, press hard in order to go in for that equalizer that they have been searching for, from that morale boosting goal for Cambodia, which came in the first half of the extra time. And here you go on your screen, Virekdara, who has been superb in goalkeeping, starting from the first leg in the Colombo racecourse last Thursday. He has come a long way in guiding this team to a superb outing here at the home capital, Phnom Penh, in Cambodia.
Suresh Anthony with that long ball. Looks like another offside call. Was that a foul being conceded by Sri Lanka?
Bit of a confusion there, Ishwan. The game being slowed down. Sri Lanka, if they do not show urgency or intent, this game is definitely going into the hands of the home side. What will the Sri Lankans do in the next 8 minutes of the game left? They have to do something magical, something of a miracle, to score and make this game level and go into penalties.
Brilliant ball being played, but just too much for the tired legs of Rajamohan, who is probably cramping up. It's been a tireless work for Sri Lanka, and is indicating to the dugout that he wants to be substituted, bring on some fresh legs. Sri Lanka have 3 substitutes left, but have no idea of they coming on. We don't see the touch lines being busy.
Should have, Reshwan. Should have. Definitely should have brought in those fresh legs. Unfortunate scenes for the Lankans. It's do or die. It's whether you. It's a crunch game. That's what the difference is all about. Definitely, you have to have trust in your reserve players, your bench players, to come and make that difference. You have to score because you have nothing to lose out here. It is all about scoring and making a game out of it. So very unfortunate for the Lankans. for not bringing in those reserve players, because I'm pretty sure that's what made the difference for the Cambodians. They scored off some beautiful work by the reserve players.
It's like the touchlines being busy. Two new players probably be introduced for Sri Lanka. And an opportunity gone begging for the home side Cambodia. And they will find themselves really unfortunate not to even find that shot on target. And quite in a vulnerable position for Sujan Pereira. Lim Pisot in that number 7 jersey just couldn't test the Sri Lankan skipper as Sri Lanka making changes. Aman Faiza being introduced to the game. He replaces Adhavan Rajamohan. And young teenage sensation Tenuka as well being introduced. Bold move coming in from Coach Abdullah to bring on the youngster in important time for Sri Lanka.
Yes, I think there was a slight correction to be made. On your screen it was Manaram Pereira's name on your screen, but it is Tenuka, like Reshwan said. So this is some great moments for the Lankans out here. Here we go. Virek Dara with a kick of a lifetime. This kick can change the fate of the game, because Sri Lanka have another chance. And Uday Ogawa, the skipper, gives his captain's armband to On Champolin.
He's had a day out to remember. Skipper Uday Ogawa been a brilliant for the home side. Captained his team well, attacked well, defended well as well. He can be happy with his performance, and he would like to see his team in the winning side at the end of this 120 minutes. There's a very risky backhead coming in from Hingat. Sujan Pereira first to it. There's Sri Lanka. It's now or never for the island nation.
I'm pretty sure the Cambodian skipper Uday Ogawa has a Japanese background. It's a very synonymous name in Japanese context. Nonetheless, it is. The Sri Lankans under tremendous pressure with Cambodia showing what real passion and comeback is all about, because it was Sri Lanka who came into this game all guns blazing, scored in the 41st minute, 1 goal up, goes into half-time comfortably, and come the second half, it has been all Cambodia.
Youngster Tenuka Ranavira will be under the pump, he will be under pressure. Been introduced to do something big. Sujan Pereira from the back, a long pass. Backhead of Ahmad Rifkan, couldn't find a teammate. So Ranavira. His pass being intercepted as Cambodia look to keep hold of position. And an offside call being raised against Cambodia as we enter the final minute of this extra time. Sujan Pereira showing urgency, marching his troops from the back as Durant Ranavira gives it out to Jason in the back. Suresh Anthony. Anthony's pass not finding Aman Faiza, who was blindsided by it, as Cambodia with an opportunity probably put this game into bed. An opportunity gone begging, well and surely, as see plenty of tired legs of the Sri Lankans. It will be 3 minutes added on, Muad.
Wow, another 3 minutes. So I was expecting a minute would be the ideal score, but now Sri Lanka, a gifted opportunity. What will they do? Because they have 3 good minutes to make a game out of this. They can do it. They have all the power in them. They just have to get the target right. There we go. Yet another chance gone begging. And Rishwan, if we were about to pick a player of the match, I know we have not bound to pick, but who would you think would be, or who are the players that you think are the deserved players to go out with the player of the match award?
If I'm saying, I think it would be Cambodian last defender Mo Khan in the back in that number 4 jersey. He's been causing a lot of threat to this Sri Lankan attack. Did not let any freebies. He did not absolutely kept his defense intact, and I think for me he's been a standout performer in this game.
Wow, that's a great analysis there, Ishwan, because he's not a goal scorer. And Sri Lanka equalizes. Sri Lanka equalize right at the death of the game, right on the money. That was Reshwan. What a beauty.
Brilliant from Sri Lanka. Just maybe 10 or more supporters in the stands, quite elated as Sri Lanka have equalized things in Fergie time, you say in football terms. And Cambodia quite disappointed. A beautiful ball into that penalty area. It was all that header knocks the woodwork by Claudio, and then he does the rebound stuff beautifully as Sri Lanka have equal things in the dying stages. What a brilliant of play from Sri Lanka. They have given it their all. They have played up to the 120th minute, and just like that, at the brink of full time, it's Sri Lanka who have snatched and probably take this tie into a penalty shootout.
With all hope lost and bags packed ready to go home, Sri Lankan fans are jubilant. They are over the moon. From 0 hopes after the second goal, what an absolute turnaround, folks. This is what clutch games are all about, and elimination games, knockout football at its best.
Brilliant from Sri Lanka, and this game has gone right down to the wire, Muad. It's had everything. It's had saves, it's had opportunities, it's had fouls, and it has had 4 goals. And mind you, the first tie in Colombo, we didn't see any goals as a referee whistles things for full time. It's Sri Lanka by the nick of time. They have equalized things courtesy Claudio in the 122nd minute. Sri Lanka have taken this game into a penalty shootout, and I don't remember in recent time when Sri Lanka participated in a penalty shootout. So a lot of pressure will hang on these boys in white, as Sujan Pereira, the skipper, will have a big responsibility in goal. As you see, the full-time score confirmation 2-2, and the aggregate score as well 2-2. So this game will be decided via a penalty shootout. My God, we have seen everything in it.
Reshwan, what an absolute pleasure, both of us, to be calling this game in this until the very last moment of the game. And we were nagging when Sri Lanka and Cambodia had not scored a goal until the 120 plus minutes when compared to the first leg and the Cambodian leg. We were waiting, why aren't these teams scoring? And now it's goals after goals, tit for tat stuff out here. Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant work from kudos to both sides. Both sides in the game, they were trailing at one time. At the start it was Cambodia who trailed first, and then when Cambodia got that second goal, it was Sri Lanka who trailed. Cambodia got a goal in the first half in extra time, and then in the second half it was Sri Lanka who produced a moment of magic. It was Claudio with the work, and I'm not quite sure who put that delivery to the penalty area. I think it was replacement Mohamed Rifkan or Aman Faizer. So the replacements well and surely making themselves felt here, as two captains will have a toss on who will be taking the first kick, and in which end will the penalty shootout happen. Going down history, I would like to see when did Sri Lanka last feature in a penalty shootout. Probably in recent times it's Sujan Pereira's first penalty shootout as well. So a lot of pressure will be on both teams.
So we have to remind our folks, Sri Lanka currently at the 205th position of FIFA World Men's Rankings, and if the Lankans secure victory, they can jump forward finally 200 or below FIFA World Rankings. And Reshwan, Cambodia are in the 180th place of the FIFA Men's World Rankings. So big task ahead for both the teams.
It's a crunch time one. Absolutely crunch time. At the start of the game, I never expected that this game will end in this fashion. Looks like it will be Cambodia who will have the first share in the penalty shootout. It will be Nicholas Taylor in the number 11 jersey for Cambodia, who steps up for the first spot kick in this shootout. Surely a lot of tents in and around the stadium in the capital city of Cambodia. Nicholas Taylor steps up for the home side.
Tense moments, very tense moments. These are the moments, like we said earlier, define agony and ecstasy for any team. Hush of silence. Cambodia, Sri Lanka, the National Olympic Stadium at Phnom Penh, Cambodia, the capital city. The Uzbek referee waiting and waiting with Sujan Pereira dancing feet there. Will this be a historic moment for both Sri Lanka and Cambodia? We are still waiting for the referee's whistle. Nicholas Taylor of Cambodia with the first strike, first attempt. This kick will set the tempo for the rest of the remaining 5 kicks. And Rishwan, we are still waiting.
Nicholas Taylor for Cambodia, first up. He's been given the orders to go ahead. And it's Sujan Pereira with the save. Early advantage for the island nation, Sri Lanka. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from the main man. The wall of Sri Lanka, Sujan Pereira steps up brilliantly. What a save to give Sri Lanka the early advantage.
Career-changing moments, Rishwan. Sujan Pereira. There were a lot of allegations against him in this game by many, saying that he failed as a goalkeeper in this game. But come at the hour, Sujan Pereira is the man, and he saves the first penalty for Sri Lanka and sets a high-tempo clash.
Jack Hingert for Sri Lanka gives them their first spot kick, a successful from Hingert, as Sri Lanka have the early advantage. They have converted from the spot as pressure on the home side. Cool, calm and collected stuff from Jack Hingert, showing all his experience to the world. Brilliantly done, as a ray of emotions going on from the Sri Lankan lads.
The last time Sri Lanka faced a penalty shootout was 3 years ago in 2021, the Prime Minister's Trophy at the Colombo Racecourse against Seychelles. So, after 3 years, again, we have another moment that Sri Lanka will go down in history, this time around away from home in Cambodia.
And they have missed it. Cambodia have missed another penalty, and it's absolutely disappointment in the lads in blue, the home side. And did Sujan Pereira get a fingertip to it? But that won't matter, because Sri Lanka have denied Cambodia 2 spots out of 2 here, as Samuel Durant steps up for the island nation. Can he give the visitors a comfortable lead in this penalty shootout? And it's Durant. Beautiful accuracy, power, all in it, as he gives Sri Lanka a double lead over Cambodia in this penalty shootout. And what a performance, what a spot kicker from Samuel Durant. Brilliant work. Just like Jack Hingert, cool, calm and collected, and notches that down to the left bottom as Sri Lanka take a decisive 2-0 lead in the penalty shootout.
And just like that, the game has turned completely upside down. And what we are witnessing right now is a historic moment for the island nation, our country, our paradise isle, Sri Lanka, where the football crazy fans poured in numbers on a Thursday afternoon. Last Thursday, it was 5th of September, to support our lads, the lads in Golden Army, and Cambodia finally gets that first goal they were searching for. Still, Rishwan, the Lankan lads have the upper hand. Cambodia, great team effort. They came 1-0 down in the second half to make it 2-1.
Brilliant work. Calm and collected, sending Sujan Pereira the wrong way. Gives them the first successful penalty in the shootout as a goal scorer Oliver Kellart steps up for Sri Lanka. He hit the back of the net in the 37th minute in the first half. Can he give Sri Lanka an advantage in the penalty shootout? Yes, he does. Absolutely clutch stuff coming in from Sri Lanka. Oliver Kellart, top bins you can say, from the spot kick, and they have absolutely performed brilliantly under pressure in this penalty shootout, Muad.
Oliver Kellart, 2 goals in one match and a great third penalty goal to put Sri Lanka and his nation right on the spot. And Reshwan, kudos to Sujan Pereira. What a player. These are the moments that his experience definitely comes in place, and he delivered at his best of the best. Probably one of his greatest moments in his footballing career.
A crucial spot kick coming up for Cambodia. The man with the captain's armband. And sends Sujan Pereira the wrong way once again. The Cambodian stand-in skipper for the game was subbed off without Yogawa, as Cambodia have a slight sniff at this. They need their keeper Virek Dara to possibly give them a save. Sending Sujan Pereira the wrong way as Sri Lanka. Can they put this game into bed? It's Leon Pereira this time around for the island nation. Pereira, an opportunity to take Sri Lanka to the next round, and just like that, it's Sri Lanka who snatch the win by the barest of margins. So they were level, they were trailing in the 120th minute through Claudio. They equalized things in the 122nd minute, and they have got the job done in the penalty shootout. 4 out of 4 successful penalties coming in from the lads in white. Sri Lanka, Leon Pereira top bins to give Sri Lanka the win via the penalty shootout. 4 goals to heroics from Sujan Pereira. That first save absolutely put Cambodia out of the equation. Absolutely agony for the home side Cambodia, and absolute ecstasy for Sri Lanka. They have made history. Sujan Pereira, you have done brilliantly for your country. Congratulations to Sujan Pereira and co to producing a win out of when they were losing. Brilliant work, Muad.
Of course, Reshwan, it's an absolute pleasure yet again to call this game from the Combox out here. To fans, all of you watching wherever you are in the world, whether you're a Sri Lankan or a Cambodian, these are some stunning moments in life, in sporting life. And here you see a jubilant debutant coach with Sri Lanka. He's an experienced coach, Abdullah Al Muteri, the Kuwaiti national, bringing this real firepower within Sri Lanka. It's jubilant scenes for the Lankans and Cambodia. What a heartbreak.
What a heartbreak for the home side. They had the game, but Sri Lanka thought otherwise. They snatched it at the end of it. In the 126nd minute, it was all orchestrated by Claudio from that header. Knocks the woodwork, but the rebound falls right at him, and he converts it to take Sri Lanka into the penalty shootout. And 4 successful penalties from the spot for Sri Lanka. It was first it was Jack Hingert, then it was Sam Durrant, then it was Oliver Kellart who got the goal in the game in the 37th minute, and the winning penalty kick from Samuel Durrant to put Sri Lanka in the next stage of this qualifying rounds of the Asian Cup 2027. What a brilliant day, a day which will go down in history for Sri Lanka football.
The jaws of defeat the Lankan Golden Army led by Sujan Pereira. What a beautiful comeback. AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, folks, the 2020 championships, the qualifiers, that's what you are witnessing in Cambodia, Phnom Penh, the capital city.
And the man of the hour is with us down there. It's Claudio, who took this game right down to the wire. Did brilliantly well in defense for Sri Lanka and made this game absolutely out of this world. Well done, Claudio, as we will go into his interview.
Amazing goal for the last minute and win on penalty shootout. How you feel?
I'm just so happy. I'm so lucky. I'm speechless. It's amazing. Yeah.
How you think about the match today?
Oh, Cambodia were very good. They played very good football, and I think they scored the first goal very deserved. Very nice goal. Second goal after a corner, it's also okay, and we are very happy that we can score the second goal for the equalizer in 120 minutes. So we have a decider in penalty shootout. To our fans, yeah, it's just amazing. Here's some fans from Sri Lanka. They came here, and we are so proud to represent this badge and that we won this match today.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolute ecstasy for the lads from Sri Lanka. Brilliant work, and plenty of crowd support for the visitors as well, as they appreciate the crowd who turn out to support them. Brilliant game by the jaws of defeat, as Muad mentioned. Sri Lanka have snatched victory. Brilliant work from the island nation, and this win will be celebrated all around Sri Lanka. A brilliant win for Sri Lanka, and an absolute appreciation should go out to the coaching staff and everyone at Sri Lanka football. And we have Mo Khan from Cambodia, who will give out a very tough interview.
Of course, I feel upset about the last few seconds we conceded the game. We tried our best, and we fought right up till the end. I just want to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting us today. We really wanted to win this game. We gave everything, and congratulations to Sri Lanka.
How do you think about your team performance today?
I think we played well. I think we played well together as a team, and I believe that we can do better. We will do better in the future.
What's your last word to your fan for upcoming picture of national team?
I want all the fans to stand with us, because we're going to improve. We're going to do better. We're going to get the results. We just need to stand together. As they saw today, Sri Lanka has a strong team, and we fought until the end.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
And tough interview for Mo Khan, who was brilliant in defense for the home side Cambodia. He was the standout player for Cambodia throughout those 120 minutes. He didn't get a chance at the spot kick, as you see the full match highlights. A game which will be an inspiration for a lot of Sri Lankan young footballers who are to take up the sport. A game which absolutely teaches the game of football that it's not over until it's over. And first half which we saw, it was a tipsy-turvy opening 45 minutes between both sides. Position was a seesaw way, but Cambodia had a fair bit of shots on target, but the defense and Sujan Pereira were up to the task. And this was that interception by Leon Pereira straight into the legs of Raja Mohan, where Raja Mohan set up brilliantly to Oliver Kellart to give Sri Lanka that lead in the 37th minute. A brilliant finish, absolutely pinpoint accuracy from Kelahati to give Sri Lanka the lead, where he broke the deadlock, and this was Cambodia who tried to come back into the game. That was a brilliant interception by Rajendram in the other back, and this was Cambodia who tried to put some pressure on Sri Lanka, but Sujan Pereira and co thought otherwise. Played brilliantly well in defense, and this was that shot just over the crossbar, and which didn't help Cambodia. And then Cambodia started off quite fiery in the second half, where Neon scored that equalizing goal. That curling effort from his left foot absolutely gave no chance for Sujan Pereira, where they led the game where they equalized things rather in the 49th minute to take this game into extra time. A beautiful goal, absolutely giving no chance to Sujan Pereira, and quite the elated bunch from Cambodia dugout. And then it was Sri Lanka who were knocking on the door, but just couldn't get that ball back inside the net. But it was Cambodia as well who absolutely had chances, but Jason absolutely performed brilliantly well in the back. This was another chance gone down begging, where Sri Lanka would have opted to go to the lead from that Jack Hingett shot. Absolutely a lot of fire in it. This was a chance. I think Decker thought he was offside, but just couldn't finish it off, as this was a brilliant tackle coming in from Mo Khan, standout performer for the home side Cambodia. And this was that goal that gave Cambodia the lead for the first time in the game, that first half of extra time, and absolutely thought they had this game in the bag, the home side Cambodia. But Sri Lanka and co thought otherwise, and this was beautiful ball distribution, but keeper Vivek Dara thought otherwise for Cambodia. Sri Lanka as well did well in defense, absolutely gave it their all. They did not give up even though they were down one goal. Gave it their all. Cambodia's attack, they will go back, and I think they had plenty of chances to put this game into bed, but all went down begging. That was the decisive moment in the game, I would say. It was Claudio who gave that equalizing goal and put this game into a penalty shootout, where Sri Lanka absolutely comfortably came over in that penalty shootout. And this was that first penalty by Nicholas Anthony. Sujan Pereira up to the task, a brilliant save, and keeping up to that name of all of Sri Lanka. And then Jack Hingett, cool, calm, collected stuff from Hingett. This was a costly miss as well. Elated Sri Lankan outfit. It was Samuel Durant who successfully converted the second spot kick as well. It was quite the day out for Sri Lanka with the spot kicks. 4 out of 4 for them. It's Cambodia just couldn't get, as Kelat absolutely giving no chance to Virek Dara. And then it was skipper with the armband sends Sujan Pereira the wrong way. And that was the winning moment for Sri Lanka. Leon Pereira netting it home to give Sri Lanka the win via the penalty shootout. All went out to their skipper Sujan Pereira.
Ashwan, I think you can. Yes, quite a game we had, and quite an absolutely thrilling final end. And it's great to see the Lankan flag flying high in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, the capital city of the island, the Asian nation, Southeast Asia's up and coming powerhouse in football. Sri Lanka beat the FIFA World Rank 180th team, whereas the Lankans from 205th position will now definitely have a chance to rise and go in to the 200th or below 200 mark in the FIFA World Rankings. Folks, we witnessed a beautiful game, and from all of us here at Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub and Football Sri Lanka, it's a collaborative effort, and our technical production and all of us here, and for all the jubilant and the dejected fans, it's a great football, and we hope to see you soon. From Reshwan Pereira, and I'm Muad Razik. It's take care, good night, and have a blessed Tuesday night.